got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead of say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Oh, damn. We had Xbox Showcase last night, boys. I got a little hint for you. There were no woke-ass games. The mayor of Chicago made a statement about the lady that was lit on fire in his fucking subway. Spoiler warning, I might break something today. I just know that whatever pours out of that man's mouth is gonna fucking piss me off. It's gonna be some bullshit about how it was Trump's fault. That's creepy. I'm getting some like God of War vibes here. Like, what the hell is this? Damn! Oh, those monsters look awesome! Damn, bro, that looks so good! What? Oh, that looked awesome! Yo, that was just the first game? No shot!
Detonation.
This is not the Xbox thing.
Captain, faster!
A world once filled with water, with life, and blooming technologies.
Oh, that explains the reason why the anchors are hanging, because this used to be filled with water.
To the awakened. A fusion of flesh and lifeless matter. Upon the ruins of the old world, a new power has risen. The Order of the Divided Cross.
Okay, that's pretty badass.
No one knows where the awakened came from, but their power grows. Only the warriors of the Order and their faith can save what remains.
Welcome aboard, Throngar.
Bro, this looks fucking sick! It's a train! It's a train!
That's a goddamn train! Looks like a couple defiled over there.
Yo, like, what the fuck do these games this year? They slapping, bro. Oh, hey, it's Mercenary Day in Borderlands. Let's go.
Happy Mercenary Day! Now, let me serenade you.
Mercenary gibberish is blasphemy!
Destroy the Vault Hunter!
The screw guy's destroying any joy left on Kairos. Go give him the only gift he deserves.
Today, I give you the greatest gift of all! A dead Vault Hunter!
Let's go. Ha ha! Bounty Pack 1 is dropped, boys. I actually have been thoroughly enjoying the fourth one. I have. I can't even sit here and lie about it. I've been thoroughly enjoying it.
7 years ago,
This is Xbox. This is Xbox.
the veil tore open, and the worthy were claimed. We were left behind. In our desperation, we called to you, warrior, to stand against the darkness.
Damn, this looks kind of sick too.
Equipped with our best, you will forge a path through Paris, long decayed. Together, we must reach the
This is Paris after they get through taking it over with all these immigrants.
sunless gate.
Gotta fight back the hordes, man. Look, it's
When
the
we
Mega
die-
Karen.
We will leave this place. But you return again and again.
Oh! This game looks sick. It looks kind of like a Doom rip a little bit, but Doom definitely didn't have that.
What are you? Really? And why have you come? Is this our salvation? Or is this the
Oh, this is a Hellraiser game. This is a Hellraiser game that was announced.
Ecstasy. Suffering. To us, they are the same. You know nothing about the true beauty of suffering. I see your intrigue. Your fear.
Oh, what the fuck?
Your inability to comprehend these sights. But you call for us, and you can no longer return. You can only journey deeper into hell and witness the infinite terror within. The reckoning will be transcendent.
Damn, that looks sick, though. Damn, bro. This is a game, right? No, this is a game. Another one from Xbox.
And no humans have found out yet. My job is to get everything ready and in place for the invasion.
Dude, they're fucking aliens with pieces of paper on their face.
To help with that, we've got Schlope here, our lead scientist.
Chad? Chad? Chad's in the game.
To help with that, we've got Schlope.
Look at him.
Here, our lead scientist, once featured in a very popular magazine on Probalia Tita 12.
Our state-of-the-art technology allows us to blend in and gather all the data we need. Of course, it's important to keep this place up to human standards. Otherwise, the scary ones show up.
Oh!
We need your help.
Damn, that's kind of
Everyone is
fucked.
being called to Earth to prepare for the invasion.
Yo, I strapped the fucking sponge to a shoe.
Prepare for the invasion. The mission depends on you.
When I was called in to contain the breach, I didn't think much of it.
Oh. Yo, this looks really cool, actually. Even if it's pixelated like that, I don't really care. I think that looks cool.
It's just another day, right?
Oh, shit!
Wrong. Once forces beyond our reality trapped me, it was a one-way ticket to a whole new world.
This looks kind of cool. Oh, these mobs look insane. This is an indie game. Like, what the fuck? This looks sick. I love the art.
The question isn't, what can I do to survive? But what can I do to find my way home?
Even the meh games look good. Another Xbox one.
We thought all his knights were dead.
Oh!
Lamorak sends one more. I almost admire him.
Tyranno! But you're one of the White King's sorceresses. You destroyed the White Lands.
That destruction is in fact salvation.
You're insane!
You know not of what you speak. accept your defeat.
What? What is this? Bro, Xbox fucking destroyed it, bro.
We cannot cross too far, but this spear can. Take the spear.
Damn! Ho, 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 ho. Oh.
Not enough. Change. Practice.
Bro, look at this animation. This looks good.
Even with your new ally, we end this.
There's two of them. Oh, there's more.
Enemy of my enemy, I lend you my strength.
We fight as one.
What is this? What the fuck? That's sick!
Tyranno of the Nine.
Oh, I'm totally playing this.
You will not escape.
What the fuck? This is so cool! Bro, this looks fucking sick! Oh, it's Chase. How's it going, Chase? Look at this go. Damn, Chase on early today. Bro, this looks so good. Oh my god, look at the level. Bro, I'm totally gonna play this. The graphics and animations look so good. That looks kind of like the moon spell that one of the bosses does in Elden Ring. But that's more like a... What the fuck? That's cool. I'm sorry, dude. That's so cool to me. I'm sold. I'm absolutely fucking sold. I'm completely sold on this game. I'm so sold on this game, it's not even funny, bro. That is crazy. Tides of Annihilation. I actually reacted to this game before, Tides of Annihilation. Zoopunk. Oh man, we got the furries.
Territory alone. You sure you thought this through?
Thinking is your job. Doing is mine.
Okay.
That spark didn't come easy, Ray.
Yeah, a few bumps along the way.
Damn.
I got it.
You You really fixing to gamble with it?
1 for 5. It's worth a shot.
Ain't you worried something might go wrong?
Wrong? I'm counting on it.
It's kind of sad that the furries, the people that do the furry stuff, can make better games than some of these millennial woke-ass writers. This looks good. Is that a deer? Oh my god, it's a deer. Dude, those deer antlers look sick.
It's mine now. Finish him.
Oh! Oh, dude, this looks so good! Oh, what the fuck? Yo, Xbox fucking destroyed it this year.
Give it back.
Oh!
Walked right in himself, huh?
It's all yours now, boss.
Good work.
You gonna eat it?
Now with this, even the Machine Legion doesn't stand a chance against me.
Oh, it's like Thanos, dude.
What?
Huh?
Gonna be like a massive army of rabbits now?
Come to Papa!
It's a rhino.
Right on time.
What the fuck? This is crazy.
Miss me?
Oh, they're 3 playable characters? Oh, no shot, dude. I'm gonna play the rhino. This is crazy, dude. Hey man, if the furries keep making games like this, I'm all for it. Let's go.
Hand it to you this time,
Oh, this is cool.
Planned ahead and sent this as backup, you'd be done for.
Mission done?
It's a trash panda.
All accounted for. What's next?
It's time to save Torch City.
Bro, this looks sick. Look at those enemies. Oh man, gaming has done a 180, bro. Let's go. Took long enough. Let's fucking go, boys. A lot of these games are just bad now because the shortcuts and whatever. Dude, speaking of AI, Call of Duty's getting a lot of backlash right now. A lot of backlash. It's one of the least most I'll pull up a video of it. COD's under a lot of fire right now. It's bad. This is not an Xbox game or a showcase. Oh, this game was scary. I think I saw Queso play this game on PC. Oh, I hate that. So Vampire Survivor kind of sparked the whole like Mega Bonk and like I guess indie, not the entire indie thing, but like, you know, kind of like a portion of it that inspired Mega Bonk. So this is an indie development company. They look like a clove of garlic. Or a bulb. Ew!
Next-gen graphics, an endless open world, compelling storytelling.
Really?
Nope. We're milking this bunch of pixels like there's no tomorrow. Come again to feel the magic of the average Italian countryside in a game that will change your perspective. A new adventure begins. Explore maps, level up powers, kill monsters, find treasures. Either take your time and be tactical, or play as fast as you humanly can. The outcome is always accurate. Use wilds to break the combo system and summon survivors to trigger cascades of effects.
This looks cool too.
Get overpowered and plow through enemies, or carefully customize your abilities to control the unhinged chaos of vampire crawlers, the turbo wild card from Vampire Survivors. Coming as soon as we think it's ready.
Yo, these indie devs know what's up, man. I miss being able to be overpowered in a game, dude. When you find that broken mechanic and you just exploit the shit out of it. Stop micromanaging players, it's annoying. Oh, this is Xbox. This is another Xbox game. That's crazy. Oh, that's it. That's all we get, boys. That's all we get. I think it was legendary drops. Let me see. Legend drops. Yep, here we go. I think it's safe to say Call of Duty's done.
They said that Call of Duty was too big to fail. Famous last words, the Titanic, if memory serves me right. And just like naming your game after the Concorde, you are setting yourself up for failure. But doesn't that quote just define Call of Duty and Activision?
Yep.
The idea that they deserve success without trying, that they deserve your money without earning it.
Keep in mind that COD... No, I don't really care that they used AI. I don't. Where it matters is when the game is such slop that they can't even be bothered to make the calling cards themselves. And they're still going to charge it for $70.
And to their surprise, it didn't work. Black Ops 7 might be the worst performing Call of Duty in the history of the franchise. If the trailer's getting bombed...
What did I say? I said, I don't care who they bring back. I don't care how many old characters they bring back. How enticing they make it look, I will not buy this game. And apparently I wasn't the only one that felt that way.
Dislikes and, well, so many more games actually being worth our money wasn't a sign of the times. A 60 to 70% decline in sales and player counts will be the final nail in the coffin. Nobody has any idea how bad this is.
It's bad. It's bad. Their peak concurrent players didn't even break 100K on launch. It went to 90 and sank to 50. That's how bad it was. It was bad.
What if I told you guys Dragon Age the Veilguard did better? And that's only the tip of the iceberg. Black Ops 7 is the most phoned-in entry in the history of the franchise. They barely took the time to scrub off the Grok logo.
Well, they did the same thing with the prior game. The prior game, a lot of people were saying, like, I think it's like even the past couple of games, people were saying that instead of releasing a new game, it could have just been a fucking add-on. Why do you keep releasing new games when you could literally, you would have saved so much more time and money if you had just made it an add-on instead of releasing a brand new game every time.
From some of the call signs.
Check out legendary drops, please.
Cards, delivering one of the most embarrassing campaigns.
I learned about you from Asmon, so don't strike me if you want me to take it down even a year after YouTube allows me to keep it up. Let me know. That's the one beauty that I give anyone that I react to. If you guys want me to take it down 6 months or 10 years after I react to it, just let me know. Leave a comment on the video. Email me. Just don't strike me. I will gladly take it down. And funny enough, you can't even strike me after a video's been up for a year. It's like permanently there. You can't do anything to it, but I will still go out of my way to take it down. So please, just let me know.
I've ever seen for a first-person shooter, and it's a game that ultimately could have been an expansion or a map pack, but oh man, we wouldn't be able to charge $70 for that. So today what I want to do is I want to
That's what really gets me, is these asses really charge $70 for this crap. It's actually generated garbage at this point. It's a shell from what it used to be.
About one of the most deserved failures in gaming history. Black Ops 7 and the Call of Duty franchise. I want to talk about how this publisher has strip-mined their IP until there's nothing left, and how I think they have backed themselves into a corner they can't escape. Because if Black Ops 6 lost them $300 million and Black Ops 7 is doing worse, oh no. But before that, a word.
I love that he smiled.
From today's sponsor, Starforge Systems. Today's video is sponsored by Starforge Systems,
I don't
and
like
their
the main
Black Friday
character.
sale is officially live. If you guys have been waiting for the right moment to up
that does
Friday
look sick.
sale using the link, and just moderate it with an ad to buy the game that I've already purchased. Hunt down the actual Black Ops 7 tile.
That's
Ad
another
to
fucking
buy
thing
the
that I have.
each other.
I hate PlayStation's I'm so sorry. I hate Call of Duty's launcher. It's so riddled with fucking ads, it's not even funny.
Like a graveyard of past mistakes, immediately get hit with an ad to buy the game that I've already purchased. Hunt down the actual Black Ops 7 tile. Play a cutscene. Wait for the shaders to install because they can't be bothered to preload those. Now you're finally in Black Ops 7. Oh, wait. Click the co-op campaign because they're not bothering to deliver a single player one. Play another cutscene.
This one is we watched the review for this one. The campaign is completely co-op. It's an online only game.
Get shoved into a matchmaking menu, sign a code of conduct, search for a match, load the match, play another cutscene. 15 minutes.
My favorite thing is whenever it takes forever for you to get into the main menu, and then a box pops up that says, COD had an update, please exit to install the update, and then you get kicked out, and then it takes another fucking forever to get back in, and then the game crashes, then you have to load back. If you can't tell, I've had this experience, that I have to load back in, and for whatever reason, the update didn't stick, so you have to you have to go through it all over again. Like,
took me 15 minutes from install to actually touching gameplay. In any other game, I press play on Steam, and I'm in that menu in seconds. But in Call of Duty, every inch of friction is intentional. They don't preload shaders. They don't preload patches. They push all of that to the client because your inconvenience is their workflow. They funnel you into their unified launcher to be able to blast you with ads, sales, battle passes, bundles, anything except the game that you paid for. The moment I launched Black Ops 7, nothing was for me. Every second of it served them. My time, my convenience, my experience.
That's one of the things that I liked about Borderlands. So, like, in Borderlands, whenever you press the start button, you get, like, what... I think it's kind of like... I think it's funny, because you think it's ads, but it's not. You get, like, this... In the bottom left corner, there's this little thing that goes between 3 different screens. One of them lets you know about the patch updates that they did. Another one lets you know about what's coming out next. And then the other one is what's expected next week. Because, like, every week you can do, like... It's not a FOMO. It's more of a... Next week, this boss is going to be the one that drops... the one that you can hypercharge for like 3 legendary drops, right? But you can naturally farm that boss as much as you want. You don't have to wait for that. And that's what those 3 menus do. They don't try to sell you anything because, to be quite frank, there's really nothing to sell. I mean, they just released an update that was free, and it added an entire DLC.
Experience wasted for 15 minutes because the player's perspective isn't even in the room anymore. Now, look, I am almost struggling to be able to find the words to tear this franchise apart, partially because there is just so much wrong with it, and also because I'm just numb to it at this point. Every conversation about this series ends with the same shrug. What do you expect? It's Call of Duty. It has become the poster child for everything that is broken in the games industry. Pure creative bankruptcy, Trojan horse into a box release year after year, solely to squeeze.
No, I got to the last section of the main campaign for the prior Black Ops 6. And I got to the section where you were doing like the wall running, and I told myself never again. I beat it in the hardest difficulty. And I was fine up until that section. Once I got to that section of the game, I said, I'm going to beat this and I'm never purchasing another Call of Duty game again. And then Battlefield came out and is now like hitting peak concurrent players like every weekend of like 300,000, 400,000 players. And you know what? It serves you right, Call of Duty. It serves you right. Nobody cares anymore. You had so many chances to fix this and you didn't. It's on you. Sit in your fucking piss.
Out of a fan base that they openly disrespect. A game made for one purpose: revenue, led by serpent-eyed executives who treat their audience and their content creators like disposable marketing tools. We need you in Verdansk, or better yet, not allowing content creators to take a bathroom break because it might mess up their B-roll.
Really?
Yeah, he's been waiting. He's been waiting like 40 minutes ago.
The thing is, I think the person that told him thought that this was the test log, but this is the actual log. Is the thing.
Okay, I mean,
because
it's not even for the actual tournament, bro. Like, what is he doing right now? He's not even doing anything. He's just sitting there. And you can't let him go to the bathroom? Go fuck yourself.
I mean, I'm just speaking up for him.
These guys don't even care about basic human dignity or health. Why would they care about your video game? This attitude, this
man,
open
fuck
contempt
Call
for
of
their own
Duty.
customers bleeds straight into Black Ops 7. The campaign is just brain rot masquerading as a video game. It feels frenetic and nonsensical with no real purpose. None of it connects because the people that were making it clearly didn't know what they were making in the first place. They're resurrecting long dead enemies, long dead allies, long dead plot lines, all because of some psychosis toxin that conveniently lets them hand wave anything that they couldn't write. The whole thing just devolves into you're literally just fighting your hallucinations because that's the only thing that their story had left. The game constantly blends the current timeline with Mason's imagination, which turns into these pseudo-Inception levels with zombies, flower monsters, and some of the most overcooked mechanics in the entire industry. And all of this is building towards these boss fights that are so tedious and repetitive that it almost feels like a prank. Shoot the glowing flowers so that you can deal damage. Throw the giant machetes so you can deal damage. Repeat until you lose the will to continue. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more miserable, the game is forcing you into co-op where half of the lobby is going AFK at the first checkpoint. It is less of a campaign and more of a shared suffering more than anything else. Now, I could make
that's kind of crazy because I remember like Black Ops, the OG Black Ops back in the day, because you'd always load into a lobby with like 4 people, right? And there would always sometimes sometimes there would be this one guy that just wouldn't do anything and he would always go down. And then eventually he would just get booted. Like, what the hell is that even about?
And more of a shared suffering more than anything else.
It makes you wonder if they're not botting it to keep it alive. Oh, how's it going, RM Production? You doing all right?
Make the case, like a lot of other people, that at least the multiplayer and zombies modes are fine. The maps feel all right, even though half of them are just reheated leftovers.
Hope you're doing all right today, RM.
In Modern Warfare games, I saw that Call of Duty content creator Jay God replied to my
next
post
week.
on
You got
Twitter
any
after I gave an
plans?
update on my
Yeah,
experience.
what are y'all doing next
he
week?
Made concessions about the campaign.
Speaking of that, I'm probably going to be taking off Thursday, Friday, and then obviously the weekend. because my fiance has it off, and I'd rather just spend time with her. I mean, but we'll be here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I think she's got a half day on Wednesday, but I'm gonna do the whole day so that way I can have videos posted for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Minimized it because it's only 3 hours and said that multiplayer and zombies are good overall. And I get that perspective. But in that moment, I realized and replied, there are just better games to play than lining up to punch the ticket on another Call of Duty. $70 for a brain-dead, phoned-in game that could have just been another map pack or an expansion. I could get by. Guys, I could play this game. I could even have fun with my friends, but I am just sick and tired of wasting my time and money on games and companies that don't deserve it. I don't need to make excuses. I don't need to play their game. I'm over it. And judging by the numbers, it looks like for the first time in franchise history, the players finally agree. Everyone is sick of Call of Duty. Black Ops 7 launched to a pitiful 87,000 concurrent players on Steam. And yeah, sure, over the weekend, it scraped its way up to 100,000. But you got to remember, that number reflects the Call of Duty launcher, the unified launcher representing anybody that's playing every Call of Duty title that's inside of it, including the free-to-play Battle Royale Warzone, a launcher that
I don't know music like that.
Was averaging
I bet you could do it, though.
37,000 concurrent players. So if you're doing the math...
Oh my God, 37K? That's pretty bad.
7 only added about 50,000 concurrent players on release day and maybe 70,000 players across the weekend. That means this multi-million-dollar blockbuster performed worse than Dragon Age the Veilguard at launch. Let that sink in. And guys, none of this should be shocking. Leading up to the launch of Black Ops 7, every red flag was waving, from the online discourse to the trailers being nuked with dislikes. People were brushing it off because Call of Duty always sells, even Activision.
Every time I kept seeing a Call of Duty trailer, some of them I didn't even bother watching. I started playing the first 5 seconds of it on stream, and I just told me, I was like, nope, I'm done. Fuck this. And then anytime that I was seeing it, I was just talking shit about it and then hyping up Battlefield.
Was leading into that delusion when they literally said that the franchise was too big to fail when they were asked if they were worried about Battlefield 6. And now, well, they got a lot to worry about because if we compare this to Black Ops 6's launch last year, that game peaked over 300,000 concurrent players, which means that Black Ops 7 is down 60 to 70%. Now, as usual, you've got people that want to deny reality. The moment Steam charts come up, people suddenly say that the platform doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, that's what I love that. I love that mentality. Well, that's just Steam, guys. Everyone knows that Call of Duty's played on the console. That's where all the elitists are anyway. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Oh,
that argument is always coming from people whose identity or oftentimes their income depends on Call of Duty succeeding every single time. It's a Call of Duty content creator, some diehard fanboy that's pretending that the game is just being played everywhere else but the biggest gaming platform in the world. They insist that everyone is using the dedicated launcher or they're playing on console, but that excuse crumbles instantly when you remember that the launcher hit almost 500,000 concurrent players the day it came to Steam, and Black Ops 6 hit over 300,000 players last year. Steam charts do not give us exact numbers, but they do give us exact trends, and that trend is not going up. It is falling off a cliff. It is proof that this game isn't selling, players aren't showing up, and that the product simply isn't worth the money. And that's the core of it.
It's like they're trying to embrace the online-only multiplayer aspect of it. I don't know why Call of Duty, it went from making historical games that represented actual events to this trash. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
This game is failing right now. What Black Ops 7 offers barely even qualifies.
There are so many movies that came out about the Iraq War. How many guys do you know that are veterans that lost limbs in the Iraqi war that would love to see a game based on what happened to them? I know a few that were even in the fire service that would talk shit about Call of Duty, and they said they haven't played it for years. They're like, whenever they make an Iraqi version, dude, I'll be all on that. It's controversial. There are people that actively win in it that like there are movies that have been coming out that show some of the situations that those guys were put in Iraq. And like it's crazy, but the movies are so good. And why can't we have something like that? It's historical. It factually happened. Like, it's not goddamn garbage. Like, come on, guys.
DLC, let alone a full
There's
game.
so many veterans that would love to have their story put in a Call of Duty game. It's not even fucking questionable. Without a doubt. They would love to sit down and talk about their experiences in Iraq and just to make a Call of Duty game. They do it for free, most of them. You wouldn't even have to pay them. It's not like people don't want to see Call of Duty succeed. They do. Just not like this.
The only reason it's packaged this way is
yeah,
because
they could do a Black Hawk Down one. That's historical and factual. Like
money, not because it's offering you
that movie's
anything
so
more
good.
Value. Maybe that's worked for them in the past. That's not working anymore. Players are waking up. Players are getting whiplash over the sheer number of genuinely good games.
Yeah, Arc Raiders, bro. Arc Raiders has been fucking slaying.
I don't know how anybody could keep.
Oh, how's it going, Cross Current?
Lazy when you have Battlefield 6, Arc Raiders,
You know what?
or a whole wave.
I
of
got your
other games
videos.
that are
I
actually
forgot to do that yesterday. I almost forgot to do it again today. God damn it! We're gonna do both of them today, though. I completely forgot. I was like, damn. I got off stream yesterday. I was like, fuck. I completely forgot.
trying. Now, I've seen some of the conversations about the game's use of AI.
I felt so bad. I was like,
think that this
damn,
really
bro,
comes
I
down to
completely
what I've
forgot about
said
that.
100 times by now. It's about implementation and intention. A game like Arc Raiders that's using text-to-speech to be able to make the experience more immersive and accessible, to give players more ways to communicate, that's done for the good of the game. That's for the good of the
Hell
players.
yeah, man.
Call of Duty, on the other hand, used AI to scrape Studio Ghibli-style grok images and shove them into achievements and micro.
It's kind of sad. I remember when the calling cards used to look so sick. They're just so stupid now. And I wouldn't doubt that Call of Duty's been using AI calling cards for a while now. They just haven't said it. I really would doubt
because
it.
they wanted to cut costs and make more money. It has nothing to do with the experience. It has nothing to do with value.
It hasn't had anything to do with the player or user experience in years. It hasn't.
Everything to do with profit margins. And when you use tools like that to slowly cheapen your development, it doesn't
I mean,
just
look at Nintendo. I'm sure that Nintendo is probably going to be heavily using AI, and we're just never going to know it. Especially with some of those shitty looking slop games they have, all those copy and paste Mario games. Like, I bet AI could probably generate a way better fucking Mario in 30 minutes than developers could in a full year of trying with that.
AI generated art or those parts of the games, it infects the entire design philosophy.
It's no different than automation. AI is inevitable. It is going to take jobs just like automation did in car companies. There is no stopping it. No company is going to back a union that prevents AI in the company. They're going to fire you before you could even do anything about it. And what's really fucked is that in almost every single state in the U.S., an employer can fire you with no reasonable cause.
Across every inch of Black Ops 7, every corner cut, every asset that was reused, every lazy decision that is shaped in this mindset that this product only needs to be just good enough.
That's right.
To
At
push
will
another
employment.
transaction. And that's the part that makes this entire thing so embarrassing and pathetic to me. This is the biggest gaming company, the biggest gaming publisher in the entire world, working on one of the biggest titles, one of the biggest franchises in the world. These guys have generated
not anymore. It's not.
billions of dollars in revenue.
That's what happens when you keep alienating audience members. It starts to show over time.
They've generated tons of fan support. They have 20 years of experience making these games. And this is what you deliver.
No, ideally, they have about 10. Because you have to keep in mind before that, like Black Ops 1 and 2, Modern Warfare 1, 2, I think there were the Infinite Warfare, all those games had really good or decent single player campaigns. So you technically can't compare the old Call of Duty to the new Call of Duty like the minute it started being online only was the minute it started dying quick.
This is all you have in you? It's all you're willing to give. That's what this really comes down to. You have the money, you have the manpower, you have the experience, you have everything you could possibly need.
They even brought back in Treyarch.
The only thing that you care about is extracting more money from your audience. Not the quality of the product, not my experience playing it, just getting to that next revenue cycle.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad.
And you have to keep in mind, these games make most of their money by selling you $40 gun skins. But the thing is that if you can't even bring in the audience to play the game, no one's going to buy the skin. Because whenever you see a game that can't even top Steam charts that's supposed to be a flagship multiplayer online-only game, I'm going to look at that and be like, well, I'm not going to play that because that shit's going to be dead in a year. Why would I waste money on that? Why would I waste time on that? That's a waste of my time. It's going to be dead soon. There's not enough people playing it.
Work. I saw somebody upset that I didn't like the game. They said that I had made up my mind before I even pressed play.
And why shouldn't you make up your mind before you even press play on a game? It's crazy to me that your first interaction with a person is usually the most beneficial for that person. If you have a bad first impression with anybody, you're automatically gonna have they're automatically gonna have a mindset towards you. Why shouldn't you have the same mindset with a video game? At least whenever you're giving a first impression with a person, you don't have to worry about spending $70 fucking on it. Why wouldn't you be more biased on your first impression of a video game? Because that's a commitment. It's not even just money, it's time. How much time you're willing to dedicate to a game. That's the most finite resource for anybody, is time.
Absolutely right, because these guys have been making the exact same game for 15 years. Am I supposed to have concessions for a company like this? Am I supposed to make excuses or be understanding for the now multi-trillion-dollar company? I think not. How do you play this game? How do you buy this game with a straight face when you have seen just how many incredible games that we've had come out over the last year, over the last couple of years? You have Arc Raiders that is still continuing to just blow records.
Arc Raiders keeps getting more and more people playing it every weekend. I think, where's my phone? I think its peak concurrent was above 500,000 this past weekend. What is the highest peak that Arc Raiders had? My God, over 700,000 concurrent players.
And just shatter through the ceiling of the industry right now. You have Battlefield 6 that is still stable. There's other games that are out there. The contrast between a good and a bad game has never been clearer than it is today. Never. And as crazy as it sounds, for me now, the user
It's because people don't really care about making content. They just want to make money. The desperation to make money is just, it's just a failing system forcing people out of desperation to make stuff. I can't blame them. I really can't. Like, desperation for money makes you do crazy shit.
It's the UX, if you will, is my divining rod for a lot of these games now. If I get in, if you are so lost in the I need to make money weeds that you need to set me through a 15-minute nothing experience, my needs, my perspective is not shared or cared about. This is only a vehicle for making revenue. And
there it is. And he's right. He's absolutely right. That's all it is. That's all it'll ever be. There we go. Damn, what was that? I'm sorry, I'm trying to navigate Discord. Failing miserably at it, too. There we go. Okay. History. I'm missing one.
I ranked the top 10 best dungeon crawler games that came out in 2025. In this list are games that help us escape reality as we fight against fearsome monsters.
Oh, damn. Check out Cross Current. I'm not subbed to you. I thought I was subbed to you. Instead of a like, man. Damn, 226 views. You doing good, bro.
Covered
That's good
unique
stuff.
treasures as we carry on through the perils below. Which games do you think are the best? Let me know in the
I
comments.
don't like Hades 2. I could get by Hades 1. I don't like the second one.
Below. Starting things off, we have Villages and Dungeons. It's a roguelite deck building auto battler where you fight through
You like those deck building games? I don't think I've ever actually like sat down and played one.
randomized dungeons and evolve your strategy along the way. Throughout the game, there are 300 different cards that can be found, separated by 5 elements: water, fire, light, dark, and wood.
I like roguelikes, I just didn't like Hades 2.
Is intriguing, but the use of AI to generate most of the content in the game keeps this game low on the list. Dragon Ruins 2 is an auto-battler arcade game with RPG elements.
Ooh, this looks kind of cool. I like the art for this one.
One man stole the fire from them, exiling the dragons and all their treasures to the depths. You now must band together as a party of 4, seeking out the lost fortune, completing quests along the way, and achieving glory from
I love seeing new indie developers taking off, dude. I love seeing this.
Mythological beasts below. The game definitely gives off a nostalgic feeling, and the
I could play an okay, acceptable bad game as long as it's with an indie developer that is actively talking to its audience and taking feedback and actually implementing it. That's the key one right there.
System is a great option for a laid-back adventure, making it a decent option and securing it as number 9 on this list. Lost for Swords comes in at number 8. It's got that retro medieval dungeon crawler feel to it, and it delivers well on that. In this game, you play as different classes to defeat the bosses from all the towers on the game map.
You would be surprised. I think that's so simplistic how that layout is. I love it. I love how simplistic it is.
The playstyle is simple, yet addictive, and everything within the game seems to be well polished. After you win the game, though, it does feel a bit repetitive, and it's less challenging than the games higher in this list, making it an ideal option if you're new to the genre. At number 7, we have a retro auto-battler called He Is Coming.
Ooh.
The Demon King is back after millennia, and you must seek out and defeat him by utilizing powerful artifacts and defeating his minions in the wake of the apocalypse.
Minions!
Every 3 days, a new minion will fight you, leaving you ample time to prepare.
Ooh.
The graphics are minimal, but the gameplay is extremely addictive, and with over 350 items and nearly endless synergies at your disposal, He Is Coming.
See, that's what I really like about these indie developers is they get the old school. You would make a build and you would be so OP that nothing could stop you, and they're not going to micromanage that out of the game. I like that a lot.
A good nostalgic game for many offline playthroughs. At the 6th spot, we have Fellowship. Fellowship is an online co-op dungeon adventure game set in a fantasy world.
This
Players
looks
must work
like
together to defeat
World of
hordes of
Warcraft.
enemies, all the while collecting loot and solving puzzles. After each dungeon run, players will earn prizes based on the level of difficulty. The game also offers a competitive leaderboard, available for those who prefer showcasing their individual skills. With the promise that players won't outlevel the game based off of their future seasonal updates, dungeon modifiers, and new features and rewards, Fellowship is a solid option for dungeon crawlers in 2025.
This looks good. Fellowship.
Elden Ring Night Reign is a Souls-like role.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it wasn't that bad.
playing
was
game
okay.
for either one or
I
three
want a new Elden Ring game, dude. I want Elden Ring 2 or another DLC. That's what I
players,
want.
and it comes in at number 5. In the game, you must choose between 8 characters with unique skill sets and work together.
Yo, a lot of people hated the summoner. I actually really liked using the summoner. I was kind of shocked that I found a Reddit thread. People hated the summoner, and I was like, dude, she's so good though. Not like her summons suck whenever you're like low level, but the higher level you get and the more like synergies you get, the stronger she is.
Bosses during
Stronger her
daylight,
minions are.
as well as the environmental threats encroaching in the night, leading up to the final day where you fight a Night Lord. The visuals are breathtaking and the gameplay is addictive. Even though this isn't a pure dungeon crawler, it has enough dungeons, caves, and catacombs to make it on this list. At number 4, we have Fly Night. I found this co-op adventure game randomly and noticed that despite its $6 price tag, it's a really fun game.
Bro, like some of the best games that you could probably ever play are like super dirt cheap.
Of insects, a witch stole flight from all of them, but the Fly Knights must band together and defeat her and the other bosses along the way to get their flight back. The game offers a handcrafted environment with many side paths, limb-based combat for hack and slash fans, nostalgic music and graphics from the RuneScape mod maker, and fishing if you have time to kill. All in all, Fly Night is a great game to run with friends.
Stinky larvae.
Coming in at number 3 is a full release of Abiotic Factor. This game is a strange twist on your typical survival crafting game. Unlike the majority of survival games, this is a lot more story-driven.
Because I got both the collector's editions of God of War Ragnarok when it came out. I got the Jotnar and the I guess just the collector's edition? They both had something different in it.
It also has a lot of complex puzzles and resources to attempt to manage for an up to 6-player party. This game is built more around deep thinking to survive the random and crazy encounters that come up in the dungeon crawler experience. The graphics seemed a bit subpar, but once the random items were found in game and were usable for different weapons and upgrades, the game became much more enjoyable.
Okay.
Making it at number 2 on the list
is Repo. No! Repo!
Is an online co-op horror game.
I'm sorry, this one's too funny for me to think that it's a horror game. It's too funny.
For up to 6 players. In this game, you must find and carefully transport valuable items out of areas filled with violent monsters and carefully bring them back to your creator for upgrades and weapons. The wonky look to characters are a nice touch to this game, and the implementation of horror makes this a must-have for thrill seekers of all ages.
Ooh!
With the full release of Hades 2, it comes as no surprise that this roguelike dungeon crawler lands at number 1.
I think it's
you
fair.
You play as the immortal daughter of Hades and are quested with defeating
the you didn't put Mega Bonk in. Why didn't you do Mega Bonk?
Of time, all the while fighting many doomed souls.
There's also Vampire Survivor.
And gathering boons from the Olympian gods along the way. With the game offering a bigger world,
there's also another one called Clover Pit. It's not necessarily a dungeon crawler, but it's a roguelike.
New challenges, new locations, upgrade systems, and
no, I'm fairly certain that Mega Bonk is a roguelike dungeon crawler.
other untold features.
And I think Vampire Survivors is as well.
Hades 2 has everything a dungeon crawler enjoyer could ever want. From 2025.
Also, it's on PlayStation now as well. Mega Bonk.
Those are the best dungeon crawlers released.
Yo, W Video.
In 2025. If you feel there are games that should be on this
W
list,
Video. Oh, look, there's the next one. We're doing this one next. It's a playlist. Check out Crawl's Current. We go check this one out.
As 2025 comes to a close, I ranked the top 10 best roguelike deck building games that were released.
I've never been any good at these. I want. You see, like it's so there's 2 games that I just won't touch. Number 1 is a deck building game, and number 2 is a turn-based game. I will not touch a turn-based game. But I love the idea behind deck building. I used to play MTG Arena a lot. So like I love the idea of deck building games, but I'm just no damn good at them, and I want to get better at them, but whenever I see a turn-based game, I'm like, I don't want anything to do with that.
This year.
Like Baldur's Gate, and another one is Expedition 33. I keep hearing mad hype about Expedition 33, but I'm like, it's turn-based. I don't want that.
They were not mentioned in my video from January. In this list are games that bring a unique twist to the genre, as well as scratching the itch to experiment new deck ideas that truly challenge our minds. Which ones do you think are the best? Let me know in the comments below.
Wait.
Starting things off, we have Clutch Time Basketball Deck Builder. In this game, you must select a team and ultimately win the playoffs with it, updating it along the way. During each of the 4 periods in the game, you will have a chance to add a card to your deck.
Hey, it's not a criticism. It's just you forgot about like a couple things. I think let me double check. Is Mega Bunk a dungeon crawler? Is Mega Bonk a dungeon crawler? Yeah, I guess it is. I was right. I'm kind of surprised.
Adding 1 or 2 once a game.
Dungeon crawlers are definitely odd. I wish that there were dungeon crawlers that weren't roguelike. You know?
Concludes. The game has a lot of
different Binding of Isaac is also a roguelike, a dungeon crawler roguelike, but that's an old game.
Countless hours. But the lack of animations makes the game feel monotonous, and there sadly isn't enough variety with the cards, leaving it in the 10th spot.
Is this a basketball game? This is crazy.
Back again to the list is Drop Duchy at number 9. In this city building puzzle,
that's cool. I like that.
Deck builder, you must play as either.
This kind of looks like is it like the Settlers of Catan? That's what that looks like.
Order,
like the online
Republic,
version.
All with differing faction quests.
Oh yeah, that looks just like the Settlers of Catan.
Regions to your cause. Each turn you must start by essentially playing Tetris with landscape tiles, which, if played accordingly, will offer optimal resources and armies for the coming battles.
So like the way the Settlers of Not sure if that's a valid way to go about it. I mean, I don't really think there is a valid way to go about it. I mean, if you just look at like the Steam page and you see like dungeon like, then I'm like, that counts, right?
All Drop Duchy is a great game, but can get pretty repetitive rather quickly. And although it has relaxing music and alluring graphics for the tiles, the absence of any combat animations whatsoever made it feel like a single-player version of Risk.
I could see that.
Lost for Swords comes in at number 8. Ooh. It's got that retro medieval.
Damn, you made it in 2.
And it delivers well on that. In this game, you play as different classes to defeat the bosses from all the towers on the game map. The playstyle is simple, yet addictive, and everything within the game seems to be well polished. After you win the game though, it does feel a bit repetitive, and it's less challenging than the games higher in the list, making it an ideal option if you're new to the genre. Deck of Haunts creeps into number 7.
Oh, I like this.
In the game, you play as the haunted house, luring in humans to essentially scare to death. Each day, you build, expand, or upgrade rooms, while at night the horrors settle in on your visitors. The game is definitely challenging and has a much different pace compared to the other games on this list. The graphics are alright, but without...
Bro, if you're trying to do a Metroidvania style game, bro, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, the only one that a lot of people are talking about right now is probably Hollow Knight Silksong. Like, honestly.
Halloween on the way, the game brought out a major update, and it fits everything together nicely. I'm not normally one for horror games, but this game has a certain charm that keeps bringing me back. After all the hype around its release, Nights in Tight Spaces makes it 6th on this list. In this game, you control a medieval party that works together to fight your way through a fantasy world, along with other small encounters throughout their runs. The music is amazing, the art style is intriguing, and the cinematics are enjoyable. But sadly, the battles seem a little too drawn out, and the map for decision making feels bare bones at best. Overall, it is still a fun game with a lot of time you can put into it, especially if you're more into medieval strategy games.
Give me a second. Oh, this looks crazy. This looks like a Windows Vista game. This looks ancient, bro. This does look really hard. But you gotta be careful with those Minesweeper style games, man. They'll fuck you up. They'll have you, like, contemplating if you're a good gamer or not. That shit looks hard.
If Vampire Survivors was to be a roguelike deck building game, it would probably end up very similar to Into the Restless Ruins.
Ooh,
in this game,
I like
you're
this.
trying to defeat the Warden, and every night you must use your deck to build rooms towards it.
Another one. Actually, no, it's not a card game, is it, huh? Yeah, it's not a card game style. I was thinking of Blueprints. That game was really good, but it's not a card style game.
The more cards you can add to your deck. The game offers nostalgic music and
That's
graphics
cool.
similar to that of Loop Hero, as well as many different ruins to explore, and a whole lot of other unlocks to add to future runs, making it a great option and securing it as number 5 on this list. Nine Kings comes in at number 4. I accidentally found this tower defense game when browsing my wish list, and I noticed that it wasn't listed as a roguelike deck building game,
Ooh.
despite having many similar elements. Turns out, it is. Each game you must choose what king you are, and then must place cards down in the 9 squares you have available. After the
that's
start,
cool.
it's 1 card a turn, whether it be units, towers, or other helpful structures and abilities, then you must battle an opponent. When you
That's
defeat
fun.
an opponent in battle, you gain a card from their arsenal and add it to your small
This looks a
hand.
lot like,
The game has a bunch of different elements that show up periodically,
man.
but the lack of randomized events, minimalistic graphics, and semi-annoying battle sound effects might turn some people away. As We Descend is an apocalyptic
think of the
roguelike
name
deck
of it.
building game with much more to it than you might think.
This looks really cool.
In this game, you are trying to survive as the last stronghold of humanity.
Hades was
Each
good. I didn't
cycle,
like
you
the
spend
second
that
one.
time talking with the city folk, recruiting units, taking on quests, and gathering resources to get a foothold before the battles leading up to the 3 bosses. This game takes a bit of time to learn,
Desktop
but
Survivors
has many unique
98, that's
elements to
crazy.
keep you playing for hours.
Oh.
And the difficulty might seem easy with your first victory, but it ramps up faster than you might think, making As We Descend a great option if you're seeking more of a challenge.
That's crazy.
At number 2, we have Starvaders. Starvaders is a game where you fight off
Ooh.
hordes of aliens as a
Ooh,
pilot.
I like the map on
and
this one.
constantly upgrade your equipment until you defeat all 3 bosses. The game sounds simple, but after each run, you get more pilots to use, new acts to try conquering,
Oh, so it's like a mech
and
one.
so much more. Everything about this game complements itself, and it runs like a well-oiled machine. This one was completely off my radar until it was released, but has become a fan favorite, and likely one of the best roguelike deck building games of all time.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
I'm not sure how I missed the
There
sequel
we
to one of
go.
the best roguelike deck building games of all time, but when Monster Train 2 released
I
on
love
Steam,
the art.
I knew this was going to be a big hit. In the game, you're fighting your way out of the underworld on your constantly changing train.
It's a
After each
train.
battle, you have different options you can choose to upgrade and to add to your deck until you defeat the boss in the 8th battle.
That looks
the game
sick.
feels just like Monster Train 1 until you finish your first or second run.
Oh, that's
And
a
it
second
includes
one.
Earning different customizations,
That's
train
sick.
hearts, and different card
Yo,
types
look at the art.
that make Monster Train feel
That's
more
like half the game right there. Like, you gotta make cards that look really sick. Like, really cool.
complete. Although there are some minor bugs in the game, particularly related to a few cards not working the way they were worded, this game is the best roguelike deck building game I have played this year.
That's pretty cool. Yo, W,
And
cross
there you have
current.
it. Those are the top 10 best roguelike
Bro,
deck
that's
building
what's
games
up.
that were released so far in 2025.
That's good stuff.
If you think I missed any games or that the order is
That was a good one. Paperclip guy on the front except as a sword. Huh. Oh, what the heck? Twin Cobra. You know, I've played a game similar to this. This shit's hard. Oh, I have played this one. Oh my god. So, like, they used to have these computers, these laptops set up at Walmart, right? And I would always go there, and these would be sitting there. And one of the games that was on it was this Twin Cobra. I had no idea what it was called, but I have played this. Shit was hard. Desktop survivors. Bro, that's hilarious. Why is it that the sound comes through so much better on Discord, but not on the fucking... That's funny, dude. That's hilarious. Okay. Alright. W videos. Hell yeah, those are good. Those are great. Okay, so you remember yesterday we went over this lady who had been lit on fire, and he lit somebody on fire in a train, right? And they classified it a terrorist attack because the guy said that he did it because he hates the way of life, like, you know, get up, go to work, go home, go to sleep. So come to find out, the man, number one, was charged for 49 different things. 49. Almost 50 times this man ended up in jail. And he was able to get out every time, and this was the straw that broke the camel's back. And, of course, the lovely mayor of Chicago made a statement. Big surprise.
Suspect accused of setting a woman on fire aboard a Chicago train is due back in court today. He faces a federal terrorism charge. His name is Lawrence Reed. He has been arrested more than 4 dozen times, 9 of those times for felonies, according to local outlets. But he was released in August for aggravated...
I remember back whenever a felony fucked your life up. Like, how is it that this guy gets away with 49 different arrests? 49! What in the fuck are we doing in Chicago?
Battery with just an ankle monitor. Paul Morrow is a Fox News contributor, former NYPD inspector, and of course an attorney.
Have a good day, Cross Current.
Someone like this that has this rap sheet. Okay, I understand people that want to be reformers. I used to be one.
Yeah.
But when you got, a rap sheet like a CVS receipt,
yeah.
It's time to keep him behind bars, right?
Yeah, I mean, it really is, especially when you consider that he had the ankle bracelet on and he was in violation of the terms of the ankle bracelet. What good is the bracelet if nobody's monitoring it, right? So obviously that's all just fluff. Look, the bottom line here is this, and I constantly make this point whenever I can. There's a small segment of society. We're not talking, excuse me, about coming down like a ton of bricks on everybody who runs afoul of the law, all right? We're talking about a specific segment of society that, were we to finally recognize, they are incorrigibles, perhaps due to mental illness. I get that. They have to be, I'm sorry, they have to be isolated from the rest.
I was going to say, even if they are mentally ill, you can't let these people run around lighting other people on fire. You have to protect the general population, not these people that do 49 different things and are out lighting people on fire.
Society, not only.
What are we even? Well, how's this even a conversation?
Sake. And so, what drives me crazy is that I just testified in the House Judiciary down in Congress on Blue City crime, and I went with all of these bipartisan hopes that I had policies laid out and statistics, stuff that we had done here in New York under Democrat administrations that not only brought down crime, brought down the incarceration rate. Nobody really wants to hear it, all right? The Democrats were holding up pictures of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein from 30 years ago. It was not a serious undertaking, and it's just the idea that we can just arrest ourselves out of all these problems is what they always go to, and that's not what cooler heads are proposing. There is a segment that needs help, and it would help us so that women are not set on fire on our subways.
Thank God, Jesus,
the mayor
right?
of Chicago is saying that it was isolated. Let's watch.
This is an isolated incident. I mean, I don't see this as some sort of trend. And again, you know, the level of accountability.
But the crime in Chicago has gone up. Like, how is this even a conversation?
That has to happen in this moment. You know, I trust that the federal level will do its part.
Yeah, you trust that the federal level will do its part, but what about you? What are you doing as your part for the mayor of Chicago by not putting these people with 49 different arrests in jail where they belong? Like, what?
Like, what is he talking about?
Isolated. First of all, we had the same thing in New York last year, right? Somebody who got set on fire. This is the kind of thing that, should shock the conscience anywhere. You know what he should do if he was being more mature and statesmanlike about this? I understand that he's against Donald Trump. He doesn't want Donald Trump to bring the feds there or the National Guard.
You know how you solve that? By not being a fucking schizo and saying to all of the people that are attending all of your meetings and shit and by not sitting there and saying that, you know, Donald Trump is a fascist and a Nazi and all these things, and instead focusing on how you can improve your own state so that way he doesn't have to send in the National Guard and you don't have to worry about the federal government stepping in to charge somebody for an arson case where a woman was lit on fire by a guy that was convicted 49 different times and some of them being felony charges. Maybe Trump's not the problem here, you know, and maybe you're not really looking in the mirror or seeing the big picture, but there's obviously a very, very, very big problem that's kind of just staring back at you.
Feds have extended powers over our transportation systems, all right? The common carriers, as they're called, our critical infrastructure. Donald Trump has the ability to force the National Guard in many ways there, much better than he does in the cities writ large. They should cut a deal. He should say, look, we have problems on our subways. And the reason I say that it is a path forward is we have it in New York. Kathy Hochul has 1,000, she's Democratic governor, she's 1,000 National Guard in the New York City subways. We've had them in the critical infrastructure here in New York City, Penn Station, Grand Central Station, later the Oculus, since 9/11.
It's an easy win.
Easy win. Everybody wins. He'd look like he came forward and they cut a deal for the sake of the safety of the cities. And otherwise, Donald Trump can do it. It'll end up in court like they all do, but he'll win. But wouldn't it be better to cut a deal?
By the way, Trump actually was able to complete the mass deportation through the court or whatever. So all of the illegal immigrants that they were holding in the facilities are now being mass deported. It was completely accepted and pushed through. They're being mass deported now. They're being sent back to their countries. Heads up on that.
Board and everybody's safer.
They're not thinking, Paul, but you are. And you can watch more of Paul on the weekly rap sheet with Paul Moore.
It seems like the only person who isn't thinking is the mayor himself of Chicago. This is just crazy. This is just nuts. This is crazy to me. 49 prior arrests, dude.
Chicago train, a suspect with 49 prior arrests is due back in court to face a federal terrorism charge.
Look at that, 10 pictures, all the same guy. Chanley Painter joins us now with the latest. Chanley?
Hey, guys, so we are expecting a judge to decide whether 50-year-old Lawrence Reed will stay behind bars this time, pending trial on federal terrorism charges for allegedly pouring gasoline on a 26-year-old woman and setting her...
But Trump is the problem, right? It's Trump's agents that have to step in at a federal level because your stupid ass don't want to put these people in jail. But it's Trump's fault. And you've got your own citizens lighting each other on fire because you don't want to put people like this behind bars where they belong. What the fuck are we doing?
On fire Monday while riding a city train in Chicago. Prosecutors say Reed had multiple prior cases over the last 3 decades with more than 49 arrests, including 10 felony cases. Here's a look at just the Chicago Police Department records since 2017, where he was arrested at least 13 times for crimes ranging from battery and assault to aggravated arson.
Jesus.
In fact, at the time of this incident, prosecutors say Reed was already on pretrial release for an aggravated
He was on
battery
probation. He had an ankle monitor. He was actively violating his probation being on that train.
Social worker. Prosecutors asked the judge to keep Reed in custody until trial, but the judge placed him on electronic monitoring. So that didn't stop him from picking up these new federal terrorism charges for allegedly setting a woman on fire Monday. Something Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson calls an isolated incident.
This is an isolated incident. I mean, I don't see this as some sort of trend. And again,
you see, what should happen to that judge is he should share in the sentence of that person. They should revoke his ability to be a judge, and they should charge him with the exact same criminal acts that guy did. That's what they should do.
Accountability that has to happen in this moment. I trust that the federal level will do its part.
And for the first time since Monday's attack.
And you know what should happen? They should double that shit. They should double it on the judge. They need to make it harsher. They should double it. Every sentence times 2, because you know better. You went to college. You're supposed to be better than these people, and you want to let these people out? Okay. And in any state where something like this happens, it should be the death penalty. That's genuinely what I think. It should be the death penalty. A lady just trying to make her living. She could probably she was a mother from what I understand. So she's probably a single parent trying to afford a living for her kid that she could probably no longer do because she was set on fire in a public transportation, like a train. Like, no. Absolutely not.
Of the 26-year-old victim is speaking out, saying, quote, "We would like to thank everyone for their prayers and well wishes as our daughter receives care for injuries sustained earlier this week. We are also grateful for the excellent care and support of the burn team at Stroger Hospital." And those in the courtroom during Reed's first appearance in federal court Wednesday say he was disruptive, making multiple outbursts and admissions, including yelling over the judge that he wanted to represent himself and claiming that he was a Chinese citizen. Guys.
Obviously,
thank you.
Obviously deranged. This criminal record is unbelievable that somebody like this would be let out, but it can't be surprised. We've seen stuff like this. Maybe this is not egregious, but we've seen this before where judges don't seem to understand that you're not helping anybody.
No, you're not.
A danger to society. Look at this role of
the whole point of a jail and a prison system is to keep people that can't be in the general population away from the general population. If you got somebody that's doing all this, they should have stopped on December 2022 right here, or June 22nd. That should have been the last time. Hell, no. After the first 3 times this happened, they should have just put him in jail forever. Seriously.
Of arrests in the past.
He needs to go turn some big rocks into little rocks.
Little jail time and gets an ankle bracelet and told not to go back to a psychiatric hospital. That's his punishment.
49 prior arrests. This is what the U.S. District Attorney from the Northern District of Illinois said. She was minding her own business.
2017. This guy's been around doing this crazy shit since 2017.
On the train that a lot of people do. Reed approached her from the back of the train, doused her head and her body with gasoline, and attempted to ignite the liquid. She ran to the back of the train. He ignited the rest of the liquid and then used that to light her on fire. She was engulfed in flames, and she tried to put it out by rolling on the ground, desperately trying to put it out. No one came to her aid. When the train stopped, she somehow managed, while she was on fire, to get out onto the platform, and 2 good Samaritans came to put out the fire.
So if you look at his background, if we can go to
it's
the wall.
It's crazy because if that platform was empty, she probably would have burned to death, which is a horrible way to die.
There's a story, an escalation. He starts with DUI, an unlawful solicitation.
Look at that fucking dude. Look at that. That's crazy. This isn't even all the arrests either. This is just the worst ones. There's not even all 40 on there.
the criminal trespass, and then there's battery, and then he's arrested for criminal. He turns violent, criminal damages. Then he goes to battery, and then he goes to aggravated arson, and then he goes to aggravated assault, battery again, and then criminal damage to property, and then now he's arrested for aggravated battery and attempted murder as well. So I'm all for programs, and I'm all for reforming people. But this guy has clearly showed over.
And you know what's what really makes me sick to my stomach is that there is a judge out there that would have let this man go again if the federal agents hadn't stepped in. You know it. You know there was a judge that was going to step in and be like, "Well, we'll just send him to this rehabilitation program to keep him out of jail."
That he doesn't want to be reformed, and you got to take it that way. I was mentoring this kid in juvenile court. I'm not going to say his name. But he kept stealing. Smart kid. I would go to the classes, try to get him into the programs, do the mentorship, but he kept escalating. And the judge finally said, either we're going to put him behind bars or we're not going to deal with this anymore. I get a call after I'm no longer working with this guy, probably about 10 years ago. He tried to break into someone's home, and the guy shot him. Now the kid is dead. But because we tried all these little programs,
Rip Bozo,
and just keep him locked up so he can even have a chance at life, it escalated to death. That is what happens when you believe in this myth of criminal justice reform that can work for everyone.
Or it's just trying to be woke. Judge Teresa Molina Gonzalez, I imagine, has a lot of trouble sleeping last night, or when this crime took place a couple of days ago.
No. You know why she didn't? Because she's not going to face any repercussions for this. That's why she slept real good last night. She didn't lose a wink of it. I promise you.
She's the one who said, okay, you can go out from 9 to 2, and then just make sure you don't go to the psychiatric hospital. That's the judge. That is your judgment. I mean, you should turn in your robe.
Corey Brooks, who's a pastor.
That's the kind of person that needs to share the charges times 2. And I say times 2 because you knew what you were doing when you let this person out with that kind of background. You don't need to be wearing those robes. You need to be wearing a jail costume. That's what you need. You need to carry the sentence times 2.
That area, y'all know he's the one that raises money and goes up to the top of the building, right? Isn't that the roof? Criminals are set free, he says. The legislative and the government, they help the criminals more than the victims. Listen to this.
So this is the type of leadership that we have in Chicago. We have children who are being held unaccountable, and we also have criminals who are being set free. Criminals who are being allowed to wreak havoc on the streets of Chicago. That's one of the reasons why we have so much violence. You have these policies that are being put in place by our legislature and by our government that sometimes help the criminals more so than help the victims. And if we continue to go down this cycle with the leadership that we have in place, we're going to continue to see our community go in a downward spiral. We're going to continue to be the laughing stock of America. We're going to be, it may look like we're one of the best cities or voted one of the best cities externally, but internally we all know the serious issues that we have inside of Chicago.
You see, what's really sad is when you got people, your residents that live in the city like that, and they secretly know what's going on, but they're oppressed to a point where they're not allowed to say anything. And they're the silent voices that have been the reason why Trump is in where he's at. Is that all these vocal people that went out and are doing all these protests and this woke shit and all this other crap, and they completely dismissed the silent majority.
Falls and rises on leadership.
You know, every time we do segments like this, we get these headlines from other mainstream media saying, Fox and Friends saying arrest people, do this and do that. You don't have any compassion. That's not...
Fuck compassion, bro. I don't think he had any compassion when he poured gasoline on a woman's head and lit her on fucking fire. Where was the compassion when that happened?
Today, the man...
Like, what? What about all the people this fucker assaulted? Like, come on, man. Compassion? Shut up.
This Pokemon goes out and she goes and says,
Pokemon can't seem to keep her foot out of her mouth.
I miss when streaming was about gaming and not
You know, it's kind of crazy to think at one time, Twitch was just a gaming platform. They didn't allow anything that wasn't gaming content. Isn't that kind of crazy? How's it going, hamster whamster? It's been a minute since we've seen you.
Drama baiting and clip farming. Well, what are you doing?
Wait, what? This was literally her last month with the sexual assaulter.
My type is the obeying type. I need obeying. Shut up when you need to. Your wallet's my wallet. My wallet's my wallet. Yeah, any girls you talk to better be your sister or your mom. Other than that, don't talk to them too much either.
People have preferences?
Yeah.
Again, this was months after she assaulted the guy.
We have to look at the history of Pokimane, okay? Pokimane got popular by being in full cam and having a larger than average camera on Twitch.
There was another controversy that resurfaced from 2014 where she said the N-word.
Nick, you ain't funny. That's not
Whoa.
true. Maybe you're just boring as fuck.
That's what you did. For years, you did this.
The bigger cam, not the N-word, hopefully.
You were the one that tried to edge streaming towards not being gaming. You can't go and complain about the way the website is whenever you're one of the people that made it this way, right? Daily reminder that I was doing
Back in the OG hot tubs and pools, right?
ARP in my corner of streaming until everyone, parentheses, her, farmed me and train wrecks for drama and clicks. Miss me with that energy, walk the walk. And then Ludwig obviously says, you can reply to her post directly. It's on the same website. What the fuck are you even saying? People know where I stand on everything always. Do you think she doesn't know how I view things? Pick unrelated. And it's a picture of Jelly. Speaking about spineless, how does Hassan's shot collar feel? Should have left in drafts, Fred. Like how Mogul Mail got left in the drafts after Hassan made the boss call.
Damn.
Oh my God. Want stream?
Oh, bro. It's a bloodbath over on Twitter, bro. God damn. Damn.
I mean, to be more about games, play games. Wait, are you telling me that you
Bro,
can actually...
XQC. Damn, get him. Get him, boy.
just play a video game if you want to? There's no way. Listen, everybody knows these people are like massive virtue signalers. They are. Like her saying, like, let's eat the rich and oh, we hate the rich. Meanwhile, your net worth is over $20 million.
The wealth disparity is getting bad. And we hate the rich.
Aren't you the rich?
No. Like the ultra rich, the ultra giga rich, the unnecessarily.
Like they're not even people, they're human brands. And I think that the public in general has grown fatigued from being talked down to by human brands.
Well, it's just like with actors. During COVID, the actors were like, oh, we're stuck in our multi-million-dollar mansion. Woe is us. And then people were just lighting their shit on fire online. And it's the same thing with these fucking idiots now. Like what? Come on.
Live in LA inside of mansions that are patronizing them and telling them and complaining about things that they have created themselves.
Exactly. Oh, man, we got Sheriff Grady. You know we got Sheriff Grady. Man, oh, man.
For being with us this evening so that we can report to you as we always do on a significant event. We report as soon as we can. I always give this disclaimer. The information that we give you tonight is very early in the investigation and certainly is subject to modification as the investigation goes on. But if we waited until we gave you absolutely 100% totally accurate information, I would be talking to you in about 6 months whenever the medical examiner's report came back. But I want to introduce 6 months whenever you. This is Kente Gavin. He's 41. He spent over half of his life in the Florida prison system.
Jesus.
And you might ask, my goodness, what did he do? He sexually battered a child.
Christ.
And he spent 16 years. And then he was released on probation.
Why?
And then he failed to register and he went back to prison for another 7 years.
Good.
For a total of 23 years. In addition to that, he has just been released in the last little while from prison. And he was living in this community at what the neighborhood referred to as the Chomo house, the child molester house. And he was living in a child molester house because we continue to have checks on them. The last time we checked on this house was October the 31st, Halloween. So let me take you to about 3:07 this afternoon. We received a 911 call that there was a man out here with a brick, and he was beating an elderly man in the head. So he was beating this elderly man in the head, and another lady, a witness, tried to shove our suspect off of our victim. When she was successful in doing that, he chased our second victim into a shed where he beat her up and stole her cell phone because she said she was calling 911. He said over and over,
No, probably not.
I'm not going back to prison. They will have to kill me. Information was relayed that it was an armed person acting erratic who was in the process of beating an elderly man, and our deputies arrived. Our deputy Diaz was the first to arrive by himself, and he was followed up by Deputy Sheriff Soko and Mathis. Deputy Diaz told our suspect several times, throw down the brick, throw down the brick, throw down the brick. He refused.
Well, you know, natural selection and all, but the dumb fuck got naturally selected, I guess.
Not only did he refuse, he started toward the deputies.
Nope.
They attempted to tase him. 2 of them did. One of our witnesses said he just pulled the taser out and continued to charge at the deputies. At that time, 2 of our deputies, Deputy Mathis and Deputy Diaz, fired a total of 6 shots.
They didn't fire enough. They didn't fire enough. They should have had 1 for each year that he had served in prison.
They immediately began to provide life-saving measures.
Why? I don't understand that. Why? What's the point? You should put your foot on their head and like start handcuffing them. Dumb bitch wasn't so big and bad whenever he took those 6 rounds, though, was he?
After they were able to get, obviously, the brick from him, subject to him being shot, he was transferred subsequently to Lakeland Regional Health, where he succumbed to his injuries.
Thank God. Oh, thank you. Oh, the last thing I want is someone like this walking around beating elderly people with a fucking brick. Thank God. What's next? You gonna light someone on fire in a fucking train?
Interestingly, 2 of our witnesses were incredible. One of them is currently on probation and said, look, I've been in trouble, but those deputies acted professional. They didn't have a choice. He was coming after the deputies with the same brick that we now know he beat a man with. That victim is still at Lakeland Regional Health. In addition to that, we had another witness. He looked our detectives in the eye and said, I was raised to resist law enforcement.
What? Bro.
I've always resisted law enforcement. But I can tell you those guys didn't have a choice. He was coming after them to attack them with this brick. So the investigation goes on. We have an officer-involved task force. The lead agency will not be the sheriff's office. We will work with the task force. We have members on the task force.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Uh-oh. I think Nigel dipped out. Uh-oh. That's just crazy to me, dude. 950.
Transfers education
God, why is it? Oh yeah, they shut down the Oh, thank.
programs to other agencies in dismantling push.
It's about time. We have way too many people that are able to move up without actually knowing anything, dude.
The White House announces
next he needs to dismantle No Child Left Behind.
Shutting down the Department of Education.
Huge W. It's been failing us for years. There's no point in even going to school anymore because whenever you finish college, you just end up with a mountain of debt and you have no job. What's the point of going to school and college now that whenever, like, the whole reason why you go to school is so you can get a good job, right? That's literally the entire reason you go to school, and now you can't even get a job. So what's the point? Why even have it? Seriously, I'm dead assing right now. Like, why have it?
Oh boy, yep. Thank God. Thank God. Yes, and by the way, anybody who's mad about this, kids are retarded. They're fucking retarded.
R6.
So where's all this money going? Where are we getting, like, so we're investing all this money into the Department of Education, and the kids are fucking dumb. So I say shut it down. Shut it down. It's obviously not working. So just get rid of it. Yeah, no more department. Yeah, why is this a W? I don't understand. What is R6? Basically, it's not working. That's the reason why it's a W. In my opinion, now what would I do? If I was Trump, what would I do? I would completely reform the Department of Education. I would get rid of all the No Child Left Behind laws. I'd let tons of kids fail out of high school, and I'd allow the communities
I don't play
to
multiplayer games like
create
that.
an underclass so we can use people for batteries in 10 years. That's
Bro, Asman and his Matrix batteries.
Really what I would do. Unfortunately, I'm not the president, so I can't do that. So that's really what I would. I just get rid of them, right? And I'd have like systems where like kids can like. I would have a way to like remove kids from school and then put them into like other trade skills and other types of.
See, that's smarter. Like if you could finish high school, you should have the option to go into a trade school for free. You should. And the reason why I say that is because instead of bringing all these illegal immigrants over, or not illegal, these people with these work visas, you could make programs where companies do trade schools for people. It doesn't even have to be like blue collar. It could be like tech as well, where you can, like pass a test. And if you pass the test or even like an aptitude test to see where you could be placed, like a placement program, to see what would better benefit the skills that you have. And then you get placed in that trade school, and then the company pays for everything, and all you have to do is show up and learn your trade and get paid. Seriously, like, why not do that? That would be so much more beneficial to 95% of people who don't know what the hell they want to do for a living than going to college and racking up thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of student loan debt. Like, that would make so much more sense.
Things, right? That's what I would really do, because I think that would be better for them too. Like, I'm trying to help them out, and so it's like you can't. It's
still acting like you're not watching. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck YouTube's doing.
A lie, that you can just teach somebody to be a chemical engineer. No, you can't. No, you can't. If you went to a working class public high school, you know that's not true. It's not. There are some people who were born to turn big rocks into little rocks. That is their destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we to challenge nature? Send them to the coal mines. Send them to the I don't know, at the quarry. Have them, go get coal, oil fields for them. Yes, exactly. And so we don't need to.
You can make good money in the oil field industry, dude. You can make damn good money.
So wrong. You think that it's wrong, but it's actually right.
It's more a mercy than anything. Like, I've seen some stupid ass people get through college. I have. I've seen people with the common sense a jackass literally doesn't have get through school, and I'm just like, I don't know how you do it. How do you function day to day? I don't get it.
Forcing every single adult to go through Algebra 2 is a waste of tax money.
It is.
It is. They're never going to learn it. They're always going to cheat. They're just going to use AI to get the answer.
Especially now.
They're never going to use it. They're going to forget it 5 years after they graduate. This is for 95% of students. I'd say probably 90.
And like, there are instances where you will use algebra, sure. But it's so far and in between after you graduate out of a college or a high school, it's just not even worth the headache. Why is it a requirement that you have Algebra 1 and 2 to get into college? That's crazy.
9, actually. But let's be generous and say 95. Are we really investing our money the most efficient way by having 95% of students be learning something that they will instantly forget and never use?
Chili cheese, onions, jalapenos.
No. It's just simply not a good way to do it. California spends $100 billion on their education, and they're still ranked 38th in the country. Yeah, fucking retarded. So more money is not the solution. The solution is removing stupid.
Yeah, no, we had to learn so much math in high school. And they also made you learn cursive. When do you fucking use cursive? Never. When do you ever talk about history? Fucking never. Like, all this shit that they force you to learn in high school, just so that way you can get a good job, and like, it's not even just in high school, like, ever. You just never fucking use it. Once you get out of school, you don't use it. It's just so stupid.
Kids from schools. And by the way, anybody who thinks that I'm wrong, I have a very simple question that will immediately make you realize that I am not. If you removed the bottom 5% of dumb, annoying, misbehaving, problematic kids in your school, what percentage of the problems in your school would have gone away?
All of it.
The bottom 5%.
Most of it. And you know what's sad? Is that the problem children, like my cousin was this way. He ended up going to like this compass thing. It's like it's where the bad kids go whenever you keep fucking everything up in the normal school, right? He said he liked it more. He said he liked it more than like the actual high school. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, so you're not even like hurting these kids. They genuinely feel like they're wasting their time. And they probably are, because they're not willing to learn anything. So why waste everyone's time and taxpayer money when you can just send these people to do something else? It's obvious they don't want this.
I'll look at them, every single one, right? Almost all of them, right? Exactly. Why is it that we allow the 95% to be terrorized and damaged by that 5%? Why do we do that? Is that really the right?
I don't think. I used to know cursive. I haven't used it since I learned it, which was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, dude. Like, I haven't had to use it at all.
Decision.
I mean, let's be honest here. Most people's like signature is a squiggly line. Like,
is that the good decision? Is that the fair decision? How is it fair that 95% of people need to be handicapped, set back, had problems, and having to deal with this bullshit just for the best interest of 5% of people that will probably contribute nothing to society in the long run?
Yep, he's right. He's absolutely right.
No retard left behind? Yes, exactly. Weak men and feminine empathy? Exactly. It's embarrassing. Embarrassing. Yep, send them out to the coal mines. Like, I would have a thing where basically this is elementary school, this is middle school, this is high school, okay? So, or are you going to go to oh, no thanks? Go to McDonald's and see who's over there. Think about what we're doing here, right? Let's actually think So now you break rocks. And then that's what happens. Now they could maybe come back in if they're smart and they want to get their shit together. Maybe they could go back to middle school later on. But generally, that's where they're going to go. But if you're smart, you go to middle school.
Straight out of elementary school.
Middle school. Are you going to go for the high school, or are you going to become a farmer? You're going to be doing agriculture stuff. That's what you do instead. And then inside of high school, are you going to go to college, or are you going to go to a trade? So really,
see, that's where I feel like should be the split right there. After high school, you should take an aptitude test to see if a better fit would be a trade. Like you could take the aptitude test and get like a placement test, more like let's call it a placement test, and see what trade you'll go into. And if you don't like the trade, then you can choose to go to college after that. That's kind of my view of it.
Training people for a job that exists is better than think about what we're doing here, right? Let's actually think about
if you've got better math skills, you'll probably end up as a plumber or an electrician or a carpenter, but you'd have to go to college to be a carpenter. So it kind of works out.
Genuine.
Once you do the placement test, it can show you what you can do. It gives you a general idea of everything that you could be. You could be a carpenter, which would require you to go to college. You can be a plumber or an electrician, which would require you to go to a trade school, because you don't need to go to college to become an electrician or a plumber. You just got to get picked up by a company or go to a trade school.
Way. Are we really doing anybody any favors by force-feeding them this education that they will never use, while at the same time we could have been using that same time to be able to educate them in something that they could use to take care of themselves? Are we really helping this person by making them memorize when the Civil War happened if they can't even do something that can generate a living for themselves? Are we really helping them? Is this really something that's beneficial for them? The answer to me is no. It's not. It's not beneficial. It's not even close. You're clueless? Everybody says I'm crazy. Everybody says you're getting pulled up. You're getting pulled up. Go ahead.
Oh, damn.
So you want to put dumbass high schoolers in our food industry? No thanks.
Bro, who the fuck do you think is running? Who do you think is there now? Are you stupid? That's the job I had to get after high school, or even during high school, just to afford a fucking living. Who do you think is in the fast food industry, you fucking twat? Come on.
Oh, no thanks? Go to McDonald's and see who's over there.
Come on, man.
So what about this is wrong? You're not thinking long-term? The system that you're saying has happened in Iran and it backfired with rich people who pay for grades?
That's fucking Iran. That's not America. It's a whole different culture. It's a whole different economy. It's a whole different thing. That's not America.
School, became idiot doctors and the best engineer and become simple mechanics?
Well, it's the same thing that happened here. We've got idiot doctors that are getting their shit taken away and years in prison because they're idiot doctors.
How does that even make sense? So that doesn't mean that dumb people can't get good grades. I mean, Iran, what the fuck? I don't know what happened in Iran. Iran's a totally different
country. You realize that we live in a culture where anybody can get any kind of master's degree if you have enough money. Literally. That's the society we live in.
So, yeah, you can't make decisions based off of what happened in Iran. What do you mean? It's a completely different culture. It's a different place. It's a different, environment. Everything's different. So, yeah. Uh-oh. Didn't we do the exact same thing that the kids that had dyslexia in the past, though, declare them retards because they had issues with reading? Not necessarily. I mean, obviously, you've got to figure out why somebody's retarded. But, if somebody's getting bad grades constantly, why are they in school? Why are they in school?
They don't want to try. What's the point of keeping them there?
And
it
so
makes no
dumb
sense.
People can get good grades with efforts. Exactly. And so, yeah, it's really just that simple, man. But I don't know what else to say. They force people into long studies, and now you have a gazillion art majors, saturated job market. Yeah, so do we have any sort of argument from here? School is a way to gauge people's skillfulness. Exactly. And the gauge has decided.
And that's the thing is that's not what it is anymore. A school is a way to gauge people's skill. Even this fucking idiot gets it. School is no longer about judging people's skillfulness. School is a bunch of money in a big fucking whirlwind of money to keep, teachers don't even get paid for their students' grades anymore. They get paid based on how many students are in classroom seats every day. That's why There are so many students in classrooms that whenever I was going to high school, the average amount of students in a classroom was 30. They're saying that they're going to bring that shit up to 40 in the following school years. Why? There wasn't even... The schools are so overrun with students that they're having to use pods outside to house some of these students. And what's crazy is you can really tell all they care about is the fucking money, and this No Child Left Behind policy is what inflames this, because it tells the teachers they're not allowed to fail a student as long as they're showing up. And it's insane that you've got all these students, and whenever the power goes out, you're not even sending them home because you still want to get paid for the day. It's crazy. It's disgusting. It's no longer about skillfulness. It's about putting student butt asses in chairs and getting paid. That's what it's about. And that is not what school is supposed to be for, period.
Right. 100%. It's that simple. It's that simple.
It is. It's another fucking business like insurance. It's no different than the prison systems. Prison systems get paid based on criminals and criminal incarcerations. However many criminals they have, they get paid for.
Anybody who's been to
it's
a
another fucking business.
School knows.
People want to say that we don't live in a capitalist society. We've been living in a capitalist society for so long. You're just too fucking blind to see that we've been living in a capitalist society.
What I'm saying is true. Anybody who's been there
everything revolves around capital.
Knows it's true. And yeah, now he's going to the shadow realm. It's obvious. It's obvious. Some people are just born with less talent points than others.
And that's the thing that I was saying a couple weeks ago. Our society kills anybody that could be born like Albert Einstein or Thomas Edison. It no longer feeds that culture. It doesn't. It kills it. Because when you've got somebody that's super, super good at math, but they can't get past basic math, but they can do geometry long form in their head in like 5 seconds because of a disability, it fucks them. It destroys any ability they have to move on. And they end up getting pulled out, and they end up being homeschooled because none of the fucking, it fails the people who actually need it, and the people that don't want it or need it, it fails them too. Because it forces them to be there when they don't want to be there. And it's obvious when those students don't want to be there too, because they don't want to be there. They're causing troubles. They want to be sent to the office. They don't want to fucking be there. They just don't.
People who are born to be retards. That's it. They're never going to be anything more than a retard. 2025 politics headlines. Trump does not want to execute members of...
That's unfortunate. I guess he has to say that now before he releases the Epstein files, right?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, we could have brought back
What? Guys, I thought he was going to be a dictator.
Right? What happened? I was promised a dictator, damn it.
Congress should vote on it, yes. Not a fascist president. This is crazy. Life is
Yo,
full of
it's just another unanimous decision to bring back, like, executions.
I know, isn't it crazy? And do French companies take refunds? I don't know. And what's Kim Jong-un? I don't know, man. And anyway, so that's really it. Was this I saw this yesterday. But yeah, Trump did say some stupid shit. He did. Like him saying about like trying people for sedition, and he retweeted somebody saying hanging people. What a stupid thing to say. Like
I mean, he's just saying what everybody else wants to see. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, if you think for 1 second, if you find out that a senator, like this multi-million-dollar person, especially a senator, because that's pretty much all of them at this point, was doing stuff with those victims on Epstein Island, and it comes out, you don't think people aren't going to want to see that? Bro, you can make a lot of money off of that. You could do it publicly. Charge people to line up the seats, you know what I'm saying? People would pay for that shit. I would. I damn straight, I'd be cheering that shit on. put these sick fucks in the ground.
Honestly, like that's the kind of stuff. This is what what makes me so fucking mad about this is that this is the kind of stuff that people like Kyle will bring up for the next 5 years. And you know why? Because they're right. They're right. Trump should have never said that. He should have never said that. It's fucking retarded. All it does is you're shooting yourself in the foot and you make yourself look like a retard. You're not going to charge any of them for sedition. You're not going to hang anybody. So why even say it? If you're going to say this, again.
Then do it. Then fucking do it. Seriously. Do it. I don't give a shit if you do it. Nobody cares. There's a lot of people that would be for it, especially when it comes to people that were involved with Epstein.
Lyndon Johnson, okay? A lot of people.
Stop wasting our fucking time.
Will say he was involved with JFK getting killed, all right?
Yeah, learning prison. There you go.
Only a fool tells a man.
Have you ever noticed? So check this out. It has to do with. So your entire life, you were told you got to go to school so you can get a good job, right? But whenever you get a job, they always tell you, well, this is your starter job. This isn't really this is what they told me whenever I had to work at Sonic. They're like, no, this is a starter job. You use this job to get to find, go to college and get a better job. And I'm like, with what fucking time? And what money? I barely make enough to afford rent, motherfucker. Like, what do you even mean? Like, to go to what college? I can't afford college. I'm too busy trying to pay fucking rent. And you're trying to tell me that it's supposed to be a step-up job? Like, this job is what gives you your next job. And it's like, no, man. Like, what do you even... And then here's the thing. So what I was where I'm going with that is, so you end up at school for about 9 hours a day. I would say it's a little less than that as you get older. Into high school, it's less. But, like, I would have to get up at, like, 6 and be there at 7 whenever I was in elementary in Louisiana, and we wouldn't get off until, like, 3 in the afternoon. So, like, it's no different than having an actual job. You realize that in America, you don't really get freedom, period. Most of your day, even at birth, is eaten up by being part of a social construct. Like, yeah, sure, you can just not go to school, but then the mentality is, well, then you just won't get a good job. But it's like, okay, well, now there are people coming out that have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on school and wasted their entire lives going to school and being told, got to go to college, and then they do that, and now they can't even find a job. So it's like, well, that was a big fucking waste of a life.
He's going to do before he does it. And I thought to myself, like, maybe we had a real one in the White House whenever we had those Iran bombings, whenever Trump came out and said it already happened. And I said, okay, all right, maybe we got a real one in here. He was a psychopath? Exactly.
He hasn't played World of Warcraft in years. I don't know why people keep associating him with World of Warcraft. I mean, like, shit, he hasn't played that shit in well over 5 years now.
My whole point. What do you think? Like, I mean, yeah, you need somebody like that.
He got his audience from World of Warcraft, sure, but he hasn't done that in forever.
Do you want to have somebody like that on your side? I do. Absolutely. I want to have somebody that's fucking nuts. I want to have somebody that's ready.
That's like saying that, like, Trump is a felon, so his opinion shouldn't matter, even though he's the president making some of the biggest freaking calls in America, and quite, to be quite frank, in American history. Like a lot of presidents, you could say the same thing about. Like, a lot of them have some pretty big scandals behind them. Even senators do. Like, there's a lot of talk of insider trading. Their opinion shouldn't matter because they're insider trading.
To do anything, man. Absolutely. Because if you don't have that, you're going to lose to the people that do. I want to have a extremely high-functioning person who's basically a psycho. Yeah, absolutely. Because if you don't, you're going to get run over by the people that are. Dick Cheney? No, he's just trying to make money. That bald-ass bitch shot his fucking friend.
You do realize that he's not left or right. Like, it kind of makes me wonder if you even watch him. He agrees with some of the stuff that the right does, and he agrees with some of the stuff the left does. He doesn't solely believe in everything the right does or everything the left does. See, that's a common misconception that people say whenever they don't actually, like, go and watch him. Like if you watch him, you would understand. Like a lot of Reddit people like have that mentality of like, oh well, he's all this, and then they go hate watch him, and they realize, oh wait a minute, this guy is not like what they said.
Shot his fucking friend.
Watch him. Go watch him. He's on every single day. He usually gets on at like 110 or something.
When they were hunting, he doesn't know a damn thing. And so no, we want a walking nuke. Yeah, exactly. You got to have a crazy.
If all you did was watch his World of Warcraft, then you're completely missing out on how he is now. He's nothing like he hates World of Warcraft. He fucking hates that game, and I don't blame him because it's garbage now.
Motherfucker on
It's
your
been
side,
garbage
yes.
for years.
We got plenty more time to see Psycho. We got 3 years. No, we got 8 years before this, and he hasn't done anything super crazy. And so Hillary Clinton still never even got arrested, man. Like I'm not about it at all. So yeah, it's disappointing because yeah, this is the stuff that Democrats will bring up indefinitely about like
A real life experience? What do you even mean a real life? Yeah, he does. Of course he does. Have you listened to how he was raised? He was raised dirt poor. He still has the same fucking house he's lived in since his childhood. He was so poor that he like couldn't even go to the dentist. He spent most of his nights like popping his fucking teeth and then rubbing the blood on the wall. He's worked jobs like everybody else. What do you even classify as real world experience? What, just because he worked a fucking shit job, couldn't afford anything, he just has no real world that sounds like pretty damn based real world experience to me. Like, the fuck? Everyone is super isolated. What you just said makes no sense. Everyone that turns 18 that has to get a job and support themselves is super isolated. Do you think you have fucking time to go out and do things? Fuck no. Especially if you're not working a job that's a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. If you have to work anything that's not like some kind of like government job where they're closed on the weekends, you're gonna work on the weekends, which means you have no fucking time. And the time you do get to yourself, you're fucking tired. You want to sleep. Especially if your days off are split up. Like, I don't know, it just makes no sense. Everyone's isolated. Why do you think there's such a low birth rate right now? Ain't nobody got time for fucking kids, bro. Shit's too expensive.
Republicans like.
How you gonna fucking find somebody and get a kid if you too busy working like fucking 50 hours a week? Nobody got time for that shit. How you even gonna raise a kid like that?
Violence, and they won't be wrong. That's the problem. Is like they'll misrepresent 50 things, but they'll be right about this one thing, like they were with January 6th, for example. And it makes Republicans and conservatives.
He avoided going to the dentist because he said this on his stream several times. He doesn't like involving. He said he made a lot of money, and the guy calls him every couple weeks or whatever and says, "You made a lot of money," and he's like, "Great, I don't want to know how much it is," because he feels like money just complicates everything. And he's not wrong. Like, if I ever got that amount of money, I would probably still be living a very simple life. You don't need to have all these fucking cars and live in these fucking mansions. What does that solve? It solves nothing. I would probably buy a house, like a newer house, so that way I wouldn't have to fucking move out of it. But after that, I just wouldn't pay for anything. That's the only thing I've ever wanted since I was a fucking kid, is to just get a house, get a family, and live a simple life. But the way everything is now, you can't even afford a fucking house. And most jobs require you to work like damn near 100 hours a week just to be able to afford anything. And it's like, nah, man, fuck that. I can't have a simple life, and nobody can really have a simple life without having to kill themselves at a job. Man, that just ain't it.
Look like, really violent retards. And again, it's because of Trump. Like, the majority of these bad fuck
You don't have to splurge money to be like happy. You just don't, I can't even tell you how many jobs that I worked where I had to work holidays. Like, it was mandatory. I remember when jobs used to stand for something. It was like I'm a contributing member to the public, and they pay my bills, so I've got their back. There's no loyalty anymore And these businesses are like, well, you know, you guys don't have loyalty to us, and it's like, well, you don't have loyalty to us either. So now we're in this conundrum, you know.
That happened are because of Trump. Trump did these. And I find it to be extremely frustrating. I'll tell you that. So yeah, the reason why she wasn't arrested is there's no space for lizards.
Bro, ICE. I mean, I feel like that if we have a bunch of illegal immigrants in the country and they're taking housing and they're getting paid pennies on the dollar, they're taking American jobs, we should probably get rid of them. Why not give that job to an American that needs it to afford an income? That you don't see, like, you don't do like the backwards, you don't take that apart and look at that and be like, oh yeah, no, that's a problem.
No space for lizards in jail, man? Well, you can make a special lizard jail. That's really it. Why do people hate you? People, I'll tell you, you want to know why people hate me? They hate me because I tell the truth.
What is the bigger picture? If you know what the bigger picture is, then you can explain what it is.
That's the reason why they hate me. And it's really just that simple. Everybody hates me because they know that I'm going to say what I think.
Because, I mean, I feel like what Europe's going through right now would probably break down whatever you think the bigger picture is. Europe is currently on fire because of all the illegal immigrants they've bust in over there. They're at war with their own citizens, even.
And that's what really bothers them. Not only about the thing that I think, that bothers them too.
You do realize that the opposite of authoritarianism is authoritarianism, right? Like, so like, if you get a call to an ICE, like if you got ICE set up somewhere, right? And you're not taking, as the police force, you're not taking calls to assaults in the area because your government or your mayor said that they don't want to help ICE agents. You do realize that it goes both ways. So authoritarianism could also be the mayor of Chicago, for example, not acting whenever a lady is lit on fire on a train and saying that it's a one-off, while federal agents have to step in and charge this fucker with terrorism. You do realize that that's the other side of authoritarianism, right? It goes both ways. You can be over and you can use the government in a way to be under. So it goes both ways. I could say this. Oh, damn, God and a fish joined it. Yeah, money is the root of all evils. He's right. Yeah, it was on the shorts one. I do know that there are some people you just can't sway, if that makes any sense. You can just show them the light, but if they don't like, I wouldn't necessarily say accept it. It's not like it's not like that. It's more of a, I could persuade you to come to my side, but I'm not going to force you. I mean, you can think whatever you want. As long as you don't break terms of service on YouTube or any of the other platforms and you don't like come in and just start calling people's names, dude, you can have an opposing opinion. That's fine. Like, don't think that I'm just gonna ban somebody for having an opposing opinion. Like, that's kind of the whole reason why we're doing this. It's a democracy. It's not an totalitarianism. It's not a dictatorship. It's not freaking communism. That's what a democracy is built on.
I will say it. I think that there's a lot of other people that resent the fact that I do that, and they don't like it at all, and they don't like what I represent. They don't like anything about me because.
Well, it's funny that you say that because I see what the Democrats were doing. I used to watch Jon Stewart. I used to watch MSNBC. I used to watch John Oliver. I used to watch Trevor Noah. I used to watch all these people that were feeding me bullshit that I was like, oh, yeah, that seems bad. But then whenever Trump got into power for his second term, and I saw that they were just talking about the minuscule things and not the fact that he's literally stopping wars in foreign countries, and I'm like, you guys are going to talk about that? Well, what about the illegal immigration that's taking jobs from Americans? Like, why aren't you going to talk about that? Or why aren't you guys going to talk about this? That's, like, that's why I'm like, I gave them more than 5 years of my interest. And then they gave us 4 years of wokeism. And I said, nah, I didn't vote for Trump. I haven't voted, period, to be quite frank. I'm tired of being handed two shit hands and told, pick the lesser of two evils. No, I'm good. I'll watch the world burn, though.
I am a person, this is why people really hate me. I am a person who has, on paper, done...
True. I wonder how old he is.
Everything wrong in life. I went to middle school. I didn't do anything in
Maybe,
middle school.
yeah. I still think that they should have online ID. If like, and I'm not saying that he's a teen, but like, I don't really care about someone who hasn't even worked the job and had to support themselves. If they're going into like comment sections, like your input doesn't matter to anybody. You'll see the real world whenever you actually move out and have to pay for yourself, or a parent dies and then you lose the house and you have to, support yourself. You'll find out real quick. Unless you're a nepo baby, then ain't even worth taking that shit serious. You don't know what the real world is. You never will have to deal with it.
School, except for sell fireworks. I went to high school. I did absolutely nothing. I graduated with like a 2.4 GPA. I remember my teacher. So my dad sends me to like a rich white people school. Okay, sends me to a rich white people school. People, right? Full as a person. And I said, all right, well, I'm going to fail every single class. He tried taking away tried to make sure to do. You can't make somebody do something. That I want. One or the other. That was it. Unless slavery. Unless you are willing to take it to the edge. Unless you are willing to destroy yourself. In a lot of cases.
Whew. I think we can move on from this one. What time is it? 10:27. This is only a minute. We'll watch this and then one more video, and then I'm going to call it an early day. I had planned on doing that whenever I got up this morning. I was like, I'm going to make it an early day. I did most of my videos for this stuff this weekend.
USA from hours watched? Oh my god. How am I so hot?
Oh, this is just Twitch stuff. I don't care about this. That's crazy. Look at that. He's the second most watched streamer on Twitch. If it wasn't for Kai having LeBron James on, he would have been the most. He even took a month off. He took a month off because of his dad dying.
Hi. Is this on Twitch? Oh, it's only on Twitch. Like, I've got no problem being number 2 behind Kai.
Yeah.
I think he did a great job. We got Hassan.
I think he did.
Obviously, we got Hassan, and he is
It's just some bozo that thinks that they know about the world. They probably haven't even had to live in it. I kind of figured it was just some fucking weirdo whenever they were like, I'm in Europe, and I'm like, then what the fuck are you doing commenting on American politics? You're a weirdo.
Sure. And obviously, I took off over a month this year, but, he's got over 2,000 hours here.
You too, Zeus Turner. Have a great day, man. Have a good weekend. We'll be back on Monday.
I'm annoyed. What else is new?
Jesus, man.
I'm annoyed with my output. No Instagram posts. I just focus so much on streaming. I don't post anything. I don't post anything on my fucking Instagram. I don't post anything on my TikTok. And I feel like I'm not circulating it enough.
What do you mean?
That's why you have all this money, dude. Just hire a team to do that for you. Asmon doesn't even check with his editors for YouTube. He doesn't even know how much he makes in revenue from YouTube. Just post shit. Like, what do you mean? Bro, I'm out here doing like a 2-hour stream and pumping out to every single fucking platform I can get my hands on. I'm streaming to 3 different platforms, right? I'm fucking putting out like 10, 13, 14 videos a day. Even on the weekends, I'm putting out videos. YouTube short. I do like 4 shorts a day on YouTube Shorts, and then I post 4 on Instagram, 4 on Twitter, 4 on fucking TikTok. And your lazy ass, it's really sitting here telling me with all the money and resources you got at your disposal that you can't post to other platforms? Shut the fuck up, pussy.
Look, no, there's been a video. Let me see here. Where is Asmongold clips? I feel like there's a recent one, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. Oh no, we haven't been uploading as many Hassan videos. Oh no.
Bro, he's just depressing.
I'm sorry.
I am currently trapped in an ecosystem.
I'm currently trapped. I'm annoyed. What else is new? This is
To
bad.
give you an idea of what Asmongold does, he does not give a shit about money. He lets the people that edit his videos and upload them to YouTube, like that take from the stream and upload to YouTube, he lets them take over, like, I think it's over 30% of the revenue, and they just pocket that shit. Straight up. He says, yeah, I don't really care. Asmon is not a materialistic human being. He's just not. He doesn't care. You're talking about the same man that eats Chipotle every day of the week. And beef jerky.
Where I'm basically an island. And the problem is, we're partitioned off from the rest of the world.
Partitioned off? So he's like North Korea.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is, in order for this community to just not stay the same fucking size and consistently expand and spread the good gospel of socialism.
I think that really, if you say something like this, the reason why you want to expand the community is just to push like a political agenda. Why would anybody want to engage with you in good faith at all?
Right now, I'm not circulating it enough.
You're going to be on an island, but you're going to stay on the island to the extent that you view collaboration as an opportunity for you to spread your social agenda and your political agenda. People don't want to be used as a tool for that. It's kind of obvious, but
that's the reason why Ethan obliterated him whenever he did a podcast. Hassan hasn't done a podcast ever since. Ethan Klein obliterated Hassan. Because all Hassan wanted to do was go on there and spread a social message. And Ethan was shutting that shit down and calling him out for what it was every square inch of the way.
It is.
And you know what I say.
We
Fuck 'em.
reacted to
Hassan
it.
might have gotten all the fluff pieces, but only one streamer got the cameo on Devil May Cry. Some people call it the highlight of the whole series. Huge!
Okay, we got one more video and then we rolling up out of here. Murder suspect gets surprise of his life. It's a glorious day, isn't it, boys? God damn it.
On October 21st.
Hold on. Check out Midwest Safety, Midwest Safety W, Midwest Safety!
24 in Big Pine Key, Florida. Deputies were searching for a black BMW that had fled from a domestic disturbance earlier that night.
Oh, I can't have Chipotle. My fiance hates Chipotle. I used to get Chipotle all the time whenever I worked at the fire station. The apparatus driver loved Chipotle, dude. It was so good. It was the first time I ever had Chipotle was whenever I worked at the fire station.
That the man thereafter is a fugitive from Pennsylvania wanted for attempted homicide. As officers locate the vehicle abandoned along US 1, a woman suddenly runs from the vehicle towards them.
Damn!
Where's he at? Where's he at, okay? Is he in the car? Is he in the car?
No.
Okay, come back here, okay? Where's he at?
I don't know.
You're okay. You're not in any trouble, okay? Okay, come on.
Ow, my arm hit you right to the core.
Okay,
My
come on.
arm's hurt.
Okay, go. We don't have time right now. Get in the car. Move your leg, move your leg, move your leg, move your leg. I don't see anyone. You got him with the shield?
Yep. Hey, call out that we're...
Oh, damn, they got the riot shield.
Anybody in the vehicle, come out now with your hands raised.
You good?
Yeah.
726 vehicle's clear. 726 FWC is going to be out with us. We the male took off going southbound from a 32 on foot.
What does he look like? He's a Hispanic male.
Okay. How tall? Heavy?
6 feet.
6 feet tall? What's he wearing?
He's wearing a green shirt. I feel like he's just...
Okay, you're doing the right thing right
No, I am not, though. If your wife did that to you, you wouldn't think that. You wouldn't think that.
If my wife attacked me physically, yes, I would. I would call the police on her.
What kind of hair does he have?
She has green hair.
Green hair?
Green, yeah.
Short, long hair?
Longer.
Long.
It's dreaded.
Okay.
He's got green dreadlocks.
Dread locks.
Okay, green dreadlocks.
There's a Hispanic male with green dreadlocks. Man, I can tell he's a murder suspect. What the fuck?
Burning my wrist.
Relax. Don't pull against them. They won't feel tight.
You're so nice. You
Okay.
really are.
I'm trying to be nice. I don't know how reliable that description is.
So we don't know
Green
where he
dreadlocks, though?
She just said that I wasn't the one who was driving. She said that he's a wanted murderer and that he'll kill anybody he sees, that he doesn't give a fuck.
He's wanted for murder? Okay.
So no one saw this car stop. So no one saw where he went to. So we don't even know if he was in the car.
He has a black gun, and it's always in his waistband.
Oh, big surprise. A black gun. Man, that just described about every fucking gun ever made, don't it? No shit. Just you said the gun was black, huh? Damn, that's a little racist, ain't it?
Understand they hurt. Okay, and I don't think you are going to hurt.
You got a gunist over here.
How far along are you? You're 6 months pregnant?
Bro, there ain't no way she's 6 months pregnant. There's no fucking way.
Sarge!
That's probably why he tried to kill her now.
Do you guys know she's 6 months pregnant?
What does it matter? Who cares if she's 6 months pregnant? She's still a suspect.
She just told me she's 6 months pregnant. Okay. I don't think she's supposed to be cuffed.
I love his answer, okay. Great.
She just told me she's 6 months pregnant. Okay. I don't think she's supposed to be cuffed in the back.
Yeah. All right.
What the fuck? How the fuck else are you supposed to transport a suspect? Like how? What do you like? What is she supposed to grow fucking wings out of her fucking pregnant belly and fly there?
Do me a favor. We're gonna have you hop out of here real quick. What's your name?
Lesita.
Okay, come out
That
here.
lady ain't pregnant. She's just fat.
I'm here for you.
Ain't no way she's
We're here for your
preggo.
safety. What's going on?
Oh my god.
Okay, well the cuffs are off. You're fine.
Great.
Is he just your friend?
Some gay. I don't like guys. I don't like them at all.
How'd you get pregnant?
I don't know.
That is a good question. That's
You
good.
lying to me? Are you not pregnant?
That is a good. That's a
Are
real.
you not pregnant? Are you lying to me?
Yeah.
So you're just friends.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not like your baby daddy, your
No.
boyfriend, husband.
No.
Okay. You said he's wanted for murder?
Attempted, yeah.
All right. So he was
Very
driving.
driving.
Why was he taking off? Did he?
I
you guys
can't. I
saw-
can't listen to this lady talk anymore. She makes me
Dear
upset.
good Lord.
That's what I said. You know, he didn't.
What the fuck is she doing? Using the bathroom?
What?
She just said he hopped the fence.
So he hopped the fence? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Okay.
You're fine. You're fine. He's not going to be standing.
South Carolina.
There he is. Douglas. I mean, that guy does not look like he has dreadlocks or green hair.
Okay, we found an ID. Just advising, the female is highly intoxicated, but she's saying that the male half is wanted for murder and has a gun and a knife.
I have the knife, I think. It's a big knife. It's right there.
Oh, that is a big ass knife. Why have we not taken that out of the car?
What is that?
I don't know, but there's the Batman mask.
Oh, there you go. That is a big ass knife. Wow.
That is a very big ass knife.
Holy shit, that thing is thick.
I just want to put the knife somewhere.
Oh, we got snacks.
Yo, they looting this man's snacks, man.
As at this point right now, we have battery. And then, and it's not domestic. She's saying it's not domestic. She's saying it's just a friend. She's telling me that she is a lesbian and she does not like guys. I still don't. They keep going. Well, are you guys
But she said that it was her husband or some shit, right?
handle this? I'm like, I don't even know what I have. You guys chased this into my district.
Well, she's saying that he jumped that fence. So, I'm
Then why are you guys there and not chasing him down if that's the case?
Yeah, but for what? What the we have?
Hoping to get more information, the officers returned to interview the female suspect.
Do you have a cell phone? Who threw it out the window? Why? I mean, how are you going to... Do you have a wallet? Any money?
I'm sick as I don't feel good.
Do you need medical attention?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Would you like to go to the hospital?
Yeah, that's weird. Can you...
They're the little key deer. They're about this big. They're miniature.
There's no other marks on you real quick. Look like you got some sunburn today.
I don't get sunburned because I'm half black, you know?
You're half black, arm. Let me see, turn. I'm not going to shine a light in your face. Oh, cover your... You can pull your shirt down. Pull your shirt down. You can pull your shirt down.
Okay, oh yeah.
Yep,
Right now.
cover yourself. There you go. One on your arm.
A weirdo.
Okay, that's all. Talk to him because he's... See you, right? Is that
right?
Officers return to the car with the female suspect so she can gather her belongings.
I believe you.
I told you my real name.
Okay, I believe you. All right, the truck is here to tow the car, so now we got to get going.
You got everything?
Yes, dude, I have to walk all the way to the gas.
The gas station's right up there, not even a mile.
Having no charges for Lisita, officers plan to let her go, leaving her to walk to the nearest gas station a mile away. But something Lisita had just removed from the car was about to become a key piece of connecting evidence, as officers nearby had just spotted a man lying along a fence line further up the road.
Oh, was she the murder suspect?
Hey, he's probably running down there.
Trouble 2, I'll be out with the gentleman. Sir! Sheriff's office! Sheriff's office! Hey! Sheriff's office!
Oh, he's alive.
Sheriff's office. Stay right there. Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Get down! Get down! Get on the ground right now! I said don't move!
I'm not moving, bro.
Oh, me. Okay, we'll see how that goes for you. What's your name?
Marcus.
Marcus what?
Ward.
Marcus, why are you laying on the ground right here?
I was driving. I was walking, man. I got tired.
You were walking from where?
I just came from that way.
Okay.
Man. What are you pointing at me for?
Hey, don't move.
All right.
Oh, no. I said, get down.
You say no.
Yeah, I said don't move. I was moving you.
Okay.
I moved you, not you.
Bro, this guy is like, holy shit. Calm down, bro. Fuck's sake. Jesus.
You said give me my hands.
Didn't mean.
You know what's kind of crazy? You can tell which one of these guys are military and which one of these guys comes straight out of like the academy boot camp that they have for like the police officers. Bro is like so aggro.
Stand up.
Calm
down,
man. What did I
Jesus.
do wrong?
1211 males detained.
Jesus.
You got any ID on you?
No.
Why not?
I don't have ID, man.
Okay. Where are you walking from?
I came from that way.
What's what way?
I laid down. I'm
He
tired
can't
of holding.
point. How is he supposed to point? You handed cuffed him. How's he supposed to? Come on, man. How's he supposed to tell you?
Okay, you got nothing on you. No identification.
Absolutely not. What the hell, man?
Yeah, we're looking for a murder
No,
suspect.
what if this guy was just, a drunkard that just so happened to wander right there? You realize that there are 4 people pointing guns at this dude? Like, not even the taser, just all firearms.
So that's why. That's why. And you're laying on the ground out here where no one ever lays. Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, sorry, man.
None in your pockets?
No.
No?
What'd you say your name was?
Marcus Ward.
Marcus Ward. Where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
Because I used to live in an area where, like, there was, like, a stretch of fence that you couldn't, there was nothing there other than, like, because it was still a developing area, so if you wanted to go from point A to point B and you didn't have a car, you had to hoof it. So, and it looks kind of like, given this fence, it looks very similar.
Yeah.
That turquoise nail polish on your fingernail.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that the murder suspect we're looking for, there's a bottle of that color nail polish in the car.
Murder suspect? You're crazy. Listen.
Okay.
What vehicle were you in before you walked over here?
I don't have a vehicle.
So it just so happens we have a vehicle over here where we blew the tires out on it, and you're over here laying on the ground.
Listen, I don't have
Bro stopped to take a nap. He camoed in, bro.
I've never murdered
So what's your real name?
My name's Marcus.
What's your real name?
I told you my name, sir. I don't have a vehicle. I don't own a vehicle.
Okay.
I've never murdered
The female put a bottle of teal or turquoise colored nail polish in the black bag she has. Please grab that nail polish bottle.
Officers stop the female suspect before she walks away from them to remove this new evidence from her bag.
What I want you to do is I want you to take this bag off from me, okay? What'd you do with the teal nail polish? Is that it right here? Okay.
Oh, she didn't even have it in the bag. She had it separate.
Coming 26 to 1211, I got the teal nail polish. So this is what I need. You can have your bag back, okay? Your nail polish, because I really like the color.
No.
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Please.
Actually, no. Did you paint one of his nails?
No.
Did he paint one of his nails?
I don't know.
You don't see him with like a
No.
turquoise fingernail?
No.
Okay.
Guys.
All right. Well, I'm
What
gonna
the
hold on
fuck?
to this.
No. Can I have that? Can
Not
you
at
real
this
quick?
moment. Not at this moment. Okay. But he's saying it's not him and blah, blah. And this is like the key to tell her that he has this on his fingernail. And this was inside the car. Okay? Okay, because you could still go to jail for falsifying a name to Leo if you really want to play that card.
My name is Lucita. That's my name.
Okay.
So what's your girlfriend's name?
I don't have a girlfriend.
So you don't have a warrant out of Pennsylvania for probation violation, reference homicide?
Homicide? Absolutely not.
Okay. When are you going to tell me your real name?
I told you.
You are absolutely detained right now. So if you don't tell me your real name, you're going to get an extra charge.
You know what, man? How about this?
Hey!
Whoa!
Hands off me.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Relax.
No, you're
Relax
not.
or you're going to get tased.
You're going to get tased, bro.
You're
You're going to get tased.
I'm laying here.
What's your name?
My name is Marcus. My name's Douglas. I got a warrant out of Pennsylvania, but I'm not a murder suspect, so you.
What's your name?
I told you, Douglas.
There you go.
PA. Put me in the car. Let's go. Can I at least sit up?
No, you can't. Because you tried to jump up.
No, I'm not.
No, you did. You did twice. And you lied about your name.
Bro, I feel like we could solve a lot of problems in America if people would just wise up and stop drinking, honestly.
Yeah, the cops up whip your
It's
ass.
so funny, dude. Like,
Yeah?
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Yes, motherfucker. Freedom of speech. I can say what I want.
Apparently you can get resisting without violence if you're being a dick to the police. Like, if you're calling them names and stuff, you can get resisting without violence. The prosecutor apparently will find any reason to slap you with that, and that's one of them.
Yeah, you little taser. Yeah, you little bitch.
Okay.
You can never put me down by yourself. Bitch.
Okay.
Here you are. Yeah.
You good? Okay.
Yo, look at the caption.
Okay.
Douglas.
What?
Do you have any firearms?
God damn,
Did you have
bro.
any firearms with you before
I've
this?
never had a firearm, bro.
Okay. We're talking.
I've never had a firearm. I don't have a car. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have.
Well, we have your car and your girlfriend, so I know that's not true. The one
I ain't
that.
got nothing to say to you. Take me to jail, bro. F you, bro. Take me to jail, mother.
Well, we're going.
Take me to jail,
we're going
bro.
to do that.
Take me to jail. I ain't got nothing to say to you, bro. Take me to jail, bro.
Okay.
Got nothing to say.
Bro, that's got to be like the best power ever as a police officer. Seriously.
Time we were just sitting down there.
I know.
Good Lord. He's about as cooperative as she is, so you're not going to go anywhere on him. And he was not happy the fact that we had him at gunpoint.
Ian almost broke his wrist.
I had a hold of something. He kept trying to jump up.
I know.
He kept trying to buck up.
Yeah, I'm not taking him. He's crazy.
After taking the nail polish from Lucita's bag, the officers ended up giving her a ride to the nearest homeless shelter. Her partner wasn't so lucky. He was found to have an active warrant out of Pennsylvania for an attempted homicide charge filed earlier in the year. Following this incident, he was charged with 1 count of resisting an officer without violence and 1 count of providing false
See, what did I say? What did I say about that resisting without violence? What did I say?
identification to law enforcement.
No, he did actually have resistance there, so.
Is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. After this initial encounter, officers ran into issues with paperwork for Lucita. They soon discovered that the woman they had spoken with on the side of US 1 had given her sister's name and information. The following is a call between the original arresting sergeant and the real Lucita.
This is Sergeant Bragg with the sheriff's office.
Yes.
Okay, you're trying to review over this. What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Lucita.
Okay, and what's your sister's name?
Dominga.
Well, we have a little bit of a problem then. But I'm saying is, ma'am, she gave
What
your
a fucking shit sibling, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's what he told me.
Okay.
And I figured that whenever I read that article about that Douglas, it said she was 35 years old. I figured she gave my name. She's done it before.
But why would she give your name?
Because she doesn't want to go to jail. Why do you think?
I don't know, hon.
Okay. All
She's
right.
done it before. I think, like I said, I think she relapsed.
Mm-hmm. Relapse on what?
Drugs.
Drugs?
I don't know what specific drug, because like I said, I don't see her, and she's a recovering drug addict.
Well, it looks like we took her to the local homeless shelter. Okay, well, let me go check over at Cott's there, and I'll call you back.
Oh, that's a warrant.
Thank you.
That's a warrant for her arrest if she's not there.
Armed with this new information, officers quickly obtained a warrant for the
Yep,
woman
there it is.
dropped off at a homeless shelter just a few nights earlier.
Watch for the landmines. Sheriff's Office. Hey, Sammy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how you doing? Just real quick, is Lasita here?
Yeah, she was with me.
Okay, you don't mind if we talk to her real quick? It's just pertaining to a case that she's been helping us with.
Yeah. We just got back.
Okay. Hey, Lasita, what's up?
Hi.
They arrested those guys.
Yeah. You don't mind coming down here and just talking to me real quick? Okay. All right.
You
Let's
guys,
just walk over here.
Yeah.
Hey.
She wasn't pregnant either, I bet.
Real quick. You got a warrant, all right?
I have a warrant.
Yeah, you do. So, just turn around. Place your hands behind your back.
There it went.
And I'll explain everything to you, okay? Now, do you have a sister?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes.
What's her name?
Lasita.
Lasita? Okay. What's your name? It's
There it is.
All right. So remember the felony stop we had, where you were with that guy, fled from us, and he ended up running.
You
and
idiot.
you were right by the car. Actually, I was the first one to speak to you. If you recall, you told us that your name was Lasita. All right. That's your sister's.
Yeah, I'm so drunk.
You do have a warrant, all right, for false ID to LEO. Okay.
Why do you keep giving your sister's name?
I don't know.
You got yourself a warrant by giving false name to LEO.
Yeah.
You got a bond, so if someone bails you out, do you have a number for Sammy?
No.
Do you have a number for your sister?
No.
Well, your sister would really like to talk to you. I have a phone number for her. She's really worried about you. She called in and she said, "Hi, this is Lasita. I'm looking for my sister." We're like, "Wait a minute. What do you mean?" And she said, "No, that's not her name." And that's when we looked up your name, found you. I saw your driver's license photo out of Pennsylvania, and I was like, "That's who we talked to."
Yeah.
Well, you're alive. I will let her know that.
So I'm just gonna place you in the back of my patrol car.
Man, I should have taken my real name. Like,
yeah,
I was
you
so
should've.
drunk.
There was literally no reason to lie.
You guys, I can't believe
We
you
asked you-
didn't.
we
I
asked
can't
you
believe
on-
you didn't take me to jail. You know how wasted I was when you guys. I was drunk as.
Okay. Actually, we're gonna go on this side.
Oh, now she's gonna play the victim card. Okay. Whatever you say, lady.
Guy, you know that, and I called you or something the other day.
I don't think. Well, you didn't, at least to me, not to my
to
face.
that lady. I really have no warrants.
No, you have a warrant.
I mean,
For now, you do at least. That's what you're getting arrested for. But previously, at least in the state of Florida, you weren't wanted for anything.
oh my God!
So now she's wanted in Florida. You dumbass.
Holy f, dude!
They don't mess around in Florida. You get a search warrant, man. They search for you. They're not a search warrant, a warrant.
Dominga was charged with one count of providing a false name to law enforcement.
You fucking idiot.
She is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Court of law. Oh. All right. Well. I'm rolling out of here. Early day today. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will all be normal days. Won't be there. Won't be here Thursday or Friday, Saturday or Sunday next week. And I will see y'all next week on Monday. Have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. Don't do anything crazy. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change their whole day or their whole life. Thanks for watching. And I'll see y'all on Monday. Monday, boys. Peace. Stay safe. Thanks for watching.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning.